of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic Elemental Evil story. I'm Mike. I'm running this cavalcade of mistakes, and tonight I'm joined by...
I'm Nyx, and I'm going to play Ilaria. She's a wood elf ranger with her pet panther, Valora.
And I am Kitties, and I am heading up that cavalcade of mistakes, and I'm playing the gnome bard Hum.
My name is Miles. I'm playing Tadias, odd enough, the butt of all the jokes in the cavalcade of mistake. And he's an awesome Arsaker.
I'm Zaffin, and I'm playing Zachary Vitalis, famed slayer of many different creatures, tosser of cultists from mountains, and holder of Sunu's spade.
And teaser of Tadias.
And master of races.
With the magic of Movie Maker, or whatever software I use that's free, Delia will be present for about 5 minutes before her computer dies. And then she won't be there for the rest of this episode session. Sorry.
Time paradox.
Time paradox. You'll now hear my improvisation of reading my notes as an epic recap. When we last left the Excavators, it was a peaceful night in the Flying Flounder Tavern and Inn. Our heroes resting peacefully. Meanwhile, Hum was given a dream by whomever resided within Chan's chimes. Maybe it's Chan herself. Maybe we'll find out who that is later. Regardless, in this dream, she was taught how to effectively use the chimes in a way to potentially pacify corrupted air elementals. In the morning, everyone awoke and meandered their way down. Zachriel helped the owner of the Flying Flounder, Pecan, cook a delicious breakfast for all of his patrons. When the party got themselves together, they visited the bazaar that had appeared on the outside of town. Not appeared, but they had a very entertaining conversation with a dwarven merchant where Zachriel finally obtained his spiked shield. They sold the boat that they had gotten on the cheap to rid themselves of it so they didn't have to row it back up the river later. They sold it to a tiefling merchant who was down on his luck, and he renamed it to something a little more suitable. I think it was Serendipity. They then head to the mountains with the intent to track down the location of the Cult of Howling Hatred's stronghold, using the directions from the memories of the priest that Hum had slain and taken. They had some trouble, however, and ended up being spotted by one such cultist, and then encountered another riding a raven. But after a simple fight, Tadias managed to knock out the cultist and track what direction the wyvern flew in, with the cultist limply hanging on his harnessed saddle. They continue on and manage to find the landmarks that Hum had pulled from the dead mind of the air cult priest earlier. As they continue, they run into the remnants of a destroyed Kenku village, where they meet one such Kenku who, in fear and sadness, told them about his kin being taken by someone, and some strange group that would protect them, but was nowhere to be seen. Only a few miles after, they encountered a field which seemed to be the home of more naturally occurring air elementals. Very upset that some of their kin had been taken as well, but Hum's chimes managed to calm them. As they continued forward, they finally set their eyes upon... Actually, no, before that. Just before they set their eyes on the air cult stronghold, they encountered a few cultists on patrol of sorts, Killed all but one, captured him, asked important information about the stronghold, what contained within it. He answered a few questions, but ultimately, when Zachariel asked if he joined the cult on his own volition, he replied stammeringly yes, and was tossed into the ravine below. Our heroes now rested after a short hour break in a small alcove about 100 yards outside of what must be the entrance to the occult stronghold. It is Kythorn 18, and we resume our story. Oh, that didn't go as badly as I thought.
Starting. Kythorn 18. The Howling Hatred.
I didn't write all that down. I had to go off of notes just so anyone who's watching this later... Why it was so awkward. Cool.
Captain's log. Day 39. Unicorns are delicious.
Junior
right.
Captain's log. The captain ate a unicorn today. Quite a...
Perfect. So... What do you guys do? You're in this little alcove. I think you have all your gear set up. You feel a little bit more...
Powerful.
A little bit more stronger than you were a few moments ago. Unknown why. Lampshade that. And we're trying to get ambience up. But what do you guys do? You drive the story.
So, I will... Alright, is everyone ready to go?
Always ready.
No. Do we want to go up the ladder against his wishes, or should we ignore that?
Perhaps it would be a good idea to send your little friend up the ladder.
Can do that right from here.
We get a bird's eye view, see what the big deal is with the ladder.
Okay. I will bring you Darnik out of the little hidey hole of subspace.
Alrighty.
And command him to fly over to the entrance that we've been described and kind of go up the ladder and see what's...
Alright. Ambience. I haven't actually listened to this, so we'll find out. Good enough. Alright. You... send you Darnik out. And he zips along the edge of the ravine where there's to paint a better picture, it's like a cliff face, enough ground to walk on, like maybe 15 feet, and then it plummets into this gorge. So he zooms forward and I have to turn that down. He zooms forward and looking through his eyes, wait, need to bring this up. Alright. So, looking through his eyes, as he's going toward the ladder, you can see what else is here. There is, he can sort of see, sort of lit by the ambient light that's sort of barely lighting up this gorge you find yourselves in. You see what looks like the ruins of an old city, sort of stationed inside the wall of this place. And to make the detail even more accurate, as you're walking toward or down this cliff, you see, about a football field away, there's a mountain that intersects with this gorge, basically. And inside this mountain, with there's like a scooped out. If you scooped out, like, I can't even begin to estimate the volume. But if you took a big scoop out of a mountain, and you put an old city in it, that's what this looks like.
All right. So it's kind of like a cliff-dwelling, like melon baller chunk out of the mountainside.
Sort of, yeah. And it'll make sense when you see it. There's also a waterfall that's sort of coming out from inside this overhang cavern. But you're not going that way. Udarnik starts to go up the ladder. And goes up the ladder. There's a landing. More ladder. Goes up more, and suddenly Udarnik isn't there anymore. He is suddenly about 100 feet away from there, being just blown, rocketed out from the rock face and over the ledge.
Alright, I will zip him back into the hole. There is some sort of gale. If you don't want to be blown off the mountainside, perhaps we shouldn't go up there.
Well, perhaps we can find a way in from the bottom and work our way up.
There was some details, some strange city. I'd have to get a better look at it to identify who created it, but they're likely squattering in it.
What if they're not squattering? What if this is their home and always has been?
I haven't seen a cultist create anything. They seem to love older relics of the past.
True.
But maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they have a rich culture we have been ignoring this whole time.
It'd be a real shame to get blood all over it. And by shame, I mean it's going to be a fun time.
It's an eventuality. So, I get my gear and put on my back. Everyone's ready.
At the very least, Tadias, at least you'll have something to tell Katie about.
You know, she's already had a bad time dealing with these air elements.
Yeah, but think of the ruins. She'd love this.
Yes, but it's not safe, really.
Yeah, but if we kill everyone, it'll be safe.
When we go back, we shall have to tell her about it.
She loves this thing, yes.
And then her shining knight, Tadias Adenov, can scale the mountain with her. It's beautiful.
Are you quite finished?
It's so beautiful.
No, you're not finished.
Sounds like
It reminds me of my youth.
At this point, are you walking and talking?
I would be hoping so.
Alright, so at this point, you can get a better look at it with your own eyes. And some more details come into view, sort of amongst the ruins, sort of coming out of a wall of sorts. It's really hard to describe. And there's no like art for the approach, which is unfortunate. You see what looks like a two-step pyramid. I described this last time, and it was not, unfortunately, it's not an inverse pyramid. It's just a two-step pyramid.
Okay.
So it's sort of inset into this hole, and it's just barely illuminated by the ambient light. But that's pretty much all you can see before you find yourselves at a landing right of it. And you find yourselves... Let's see here. So, Tadias, you instantly recognize who created this. It was dwarves, because you see carved reliefs of two dwarves facing one another in profile, to complete an arch beyond the sort of landing here. Let's see. Oh, and this is sort of on the approach too. Through the arch, the blocky contours of a lost dwarven city sprawl in the not subterranean night, because this isn't subterranean. I forgot to change that. Darn it. You can sort of hear what sounds like a wail, and then a few sort of whispering, but it's very faint. We will not have kitties tonight.
Ah. What would be the check to kind of like focus in onto that noise? Identify this. That would help one.
Oh, okay. Say what you want to do again. I'm sorry.
I was trying to figure out if there would be a check I could do to try to identify.
Try to identify what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
What would the check be?
Well, because it's so faint,
That's what I
this
was
is
asking.
probably
Right.
going to be a twofer. So roll a perception check. You can't really discern it.
Alright. I'm gonna point out the relief and show Zachariel and say, Dwarvish. Have you ever seen a dwarf wearing any of these robes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're squatters. Took these ruins. But that means it's probably more value to KT.
But to be fair,
Smirk.
I've also not seen a dwarf wear a robe like this, so
Alright, I
it's
need
about a
to
50-50.
double check something here, and I think we'll be okay.
I would like to alter those estimates for representation of reality, but regardless.
Hold on, I gotta check
Hey,
something.
didn't that bird creature say something about a woman with wings?
Yes, there is another with Ashwic. There seems to be multiple leaders of this faction.
Well, you have wings.
I have wings temporarily. She might actually have wings.
What sort of creatures have wings all the time?
Well, there's
Hard to say.
harpies.
What's a harpy?
Shift ping. Alright. That little symbol isn't actually there, it's just part of the map.
It's what happens when a bard that plays the harp gets really drunk.
I see.
Also bird women.
Oh, bird women, yes, that as well. So this is the only door we see right now?
Yes, and then off up here is just cliffside.
Gotcha.
Like if you look like that, and then like crane your neck, you can see the waterfall. Okay, so let's see. Whew. Yes.
Right.
Uh,
Knowing dwarven infrastructure.
So
I
the
am
door-
all our foot.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
Oh, knowing dwarven infrastructure in the last few times I've been inside it, I'd like to just kind of keep a lookout for traps, areas, naughty things.
All right, go ahead. What's your passive right now?
17 since the update.
You definitely don't detect any traps. So this
Sweet.
door you find is on a pivot in the middle, and it's made of stone.
Well,
Did you want to knock or
I don't think we're here on a social call, guys.
yes? The last social call you had with them ended in a ravine.
Yes. It's a shame, but wrong answer. Anyway, you're the man who's good with the ruins and lost civilizations and such. How do you suppose we open this door?
Generally force, but I'm gonna
Is
take
it
a look
a
at
pretty thick door?
I mean, from here you can't really tell. It's stone, obviously, and you notice like at the bottom there is what looks like a pivot, and you can see the scrape marks of it have moved in the past.
I will attempt to force it to open the door.
All right, with your strength,
you-
it's easy. So you open the door. Oh no, I'm not selecting. Okay. Open the door, and you see before you a dark sort of zigzag hallway.
Alright, folks, so remember, they don't necessarily know that we're here for, the reasons we're here for. So, perhaps we could strike conversation first, to lure them to a false sense of, safety.
Whatever
Fire
ends
call.
Ashwic. Just make sure that those chimes are not heard on.
Alright, Ashwic is there. Never mind.
Yeah, they probably know about us.
So I'm guessing you're not making any attempt of being stealthy, right?
No, it's Zachariel eating now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
Flaming head, giant armor, dude.
We'll go ahead and move your dudes.
Dude, move. Yeah.
I got hum.
Today
I
is.
can see the other door from there. Does anything in this room look sketchy?
Looking, blah, blah. So, an arch. There's an arch corridor that zigzags past sturdy stone walls where arrow slits squint from every angle. At the far end of this murderous hallway stands the entrance to this lost dwarven city.
Hey, Tadius,
Yes.
why do you suppose a dwarf would make a zigzag hallway?
I point to the little arrow slits and I say, if they're being invaded, they put archers behind these so they can fire into the hallway.
Oh, and they couldn't do that with a straight line hallway?
Might have some advantage.
Oh,
Perhaps
maybe.
get around shields.
Ah, well, it's a good thing I have one on my back and one in my hand.
You are extra protected. I'm gonna try to peek my eye through one of these and see if there's any, like, stuff behind it.
Roll perception.
Yeah. I got that dark vision.
Yeah, peering into the dark, you don't see anything, but you do.
Except for an arrowhead.
You do hear someone go, huh? And then you hear a voice. Shit. Passphrase.
Ashwic sent
And
us.
it's coming from here.
Praise the howling wind!
You can go.
Oh, okay, alright.
Another door.
Yeah, another door. It also swings on a pivot.
I'm gonna lean into today's and whisper to him. Okay, so that could have been very bad.
And as you get closer to this door, you hear, what sounds like somebody singing, going, ah, and then you hear what sounds like a chorus of the same voice going, ah.
Is there a bad show in here?
Might be more like a church sermon.
Oh,
It's like, I want to reiterate, it sounds like the exact same voice, but like a whole bunch of different times. Or rather, from a whole bunch of different sources, but in sync with each other.
Alright, let's see this cloning factory. Let's open that door.
Alright, you open the door. And before you is... Well, you have to
a wall.
go through it first.
A hallway. No way.
There's a door on your right, and you see... Or sorry, a door on your left. And
Much more preferable.
you can see what looks like... actually, you can't really see that from here.
So if we're being thorough, we should probably go back to the, other side of the door.
I agree.
So I'm going to open this door left,
Alright.
which I think leads that way.
So as you open the door, you hear the same sort of, like, teacher... Or actually, you hear her say, okay, good, now try again. As you open the door. Let me do that real quick. And... Let me move the thingy. You see... I forgot to put a light source in here, but there's a few candles around the this pool here. So you see this gentleman. He is wearing leather armor. He's got a lute in his hand and a sword on his back. And you see before him are all these Kenku. Do you enter? Are you entering as I'm describing this? As you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stone Fountain stands in the middle of this little plaza. its sides sculpted into the shapes of dwarves bearing drums and horns. Near the fountain, several figures with feathers are humming along to this fellow. And this person hears you and turns around and says, "Oh, hello there!"
Interesting inquiry you have going on there.
And then he kind of looks at you more and kind of tenses up. And he says, "You wouldn't slay a musician, would you?"
Well, that depends.
Look at Zachariel.
Well, that depends.
On what?
Are you here for business, or are you here for pleasure?
You could call it business. I'm a bit of a coward.
Oh, really?
Well,
I like cowards.
Well, Dara, and then he flinches, and then you see him look in this direction. And
So,
then
we're lost.
So you kind of belt that out, and he kind of shudders, and he says, "Oh, I'm very glad she's not here to hear that." And then he looks at Zachariel for a moment. He puts his finger up, like, "Give me a second." He turns around, says to the Kenku, or gestures to them, None of you repeat that unless you want to die. I don't want you to die, so don't say that." He turns around. "Yes, well, Arisi's, well, her old family took me in, and when she took off, she took me with her. And here I am."
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's good to have friends who will take care of you and murder people if they get in your way.
Make no mistake, she'd murder me.
Oh, well, she doesn't sound like a very good friend. You need better ones.
He says, he kind of like looks around, and he says, "Are you offering?"
That depends.
While in that conversation, I'm gonna put my back.
You put your what to the what? Okay.
I'm putting my back to this door while they're doing their make sure no one comes in.
Okay, well, as you're... I was just about to say. So as you walk over, maybe you're on that square there.
Yeah, right there. Cool.
The door starts to open. And, the door starts to open, and, you see, coming out, is what looks like the same sort of level of cultist you guys just met at the cliff. He looks in, he sees what's going on. He says, "Winhar, what is this?" And then he just kind of looks at you, Winhar, who he refers to as this guy. He just kind of looks at all of you, looks at him, and shrugs. What do you do?
Oh, you see, Winher is an old friend of ours.
And then he looks and he says, "Shit. Arisa's gonna kill me if she finds..." No, he actually says, "Ashwic's gonna kill me if he finds out," and then he starts to move this way.
Where are you
Trying to
going,
get
friends?
around.
I gotta put my arm in front of him.
Alright.
We have business with your friend here. We are interested in the talent of these Kenku. We think we might have a show for them. But exactly where do you think you're going? I think you could be very useful in this choir, don't you
So,
think?
he's going to try to move. Are you going to try to grapple?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him by his clothes. I was like,
Why don't you sing for me?
Okay, roll your strength.
okay.
Ooh. Alright, you got him. So he calls out, I need a name. It's not fair, they're supposed to be nameless. Alright, he calls out,
Yeah, they can name every goblin, but they can't name a guard.
so he opens his mouth and he says, "Look at it! Look at..." Are you gonna keep letting him scream?
I don't like that song. I stab him in the...
Okay, roll initiative. Let me get that tile music.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, no, that's it. He was not hearing any of my talking.
I've upgraded to 0 modifier, not -1.
Yay!
Hey. Oh, you didn't up your. You didn't up your. Oh right, I have to.
Con. Wisdom.
Oh, I had a whole encounter rolled up for B-sides. Dang it. Oh well.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Okay. Alright. Stand by. Rolling and I'll just. I love the shift feature. I'll just roll for hum real quick here.
I wish cultists were more chatty. We could get so much more information out of them if they didn't start yelling for help right away.
You might get there. And then.
Why do they have to be so fanatical?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, and then battle music.
So this is open here, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's the cliff that you saw before.
Oh, good.
This guy isn't in the wingsuit ones, right? I think they have a different face icon.
This guy does not have a wingsuit. He has normal dark leather armor with that silly helmet.
So I get to still see him scream.
Copy,
We get to sing!
Copy link address. Oh, jeez. Okay. One second.
I hope you've been practicing your Wilhelm scream, Mike.
I like the goofy one better.
Well, for cliff sides, it kind of makes sense, yeah. Wilhelm's more like getting shot off of like a tower.
Aha!
Well, you've got 7 chances in this room, so.
Wait, 7 chances? What does that mean?
Oh, that might be the worst thing ever. Imagine Kenkus that all had Wilhelm screams echoing off of each other.
Let's see here. Okay, so sending. Oh, Hum goes first. Okay. What would she do? I have her sheet up. I suppose she'd probably just. We're just gonna roll with Vicious Mockery. So, with save. Yeah. So, this guy starts to cry in your hands, Tadias. Illyrio, do you want to do anything at this juncture?
What exactly is Tadias doing to him?
He's
Does he
grappling.
I've got
grab him.
I've got him like high school bully style by like the shirt like twisted in my hand.
And he just stabbed him.
Well, I'm about to.
Well-
I should have started, so I'm pulling out the knife at the same time.
He's got razor in his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. I guess I'm seeing Tadias take out his
You did hear him call out for somebody.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a shot at him with my bow.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll. He's very dead. No Wilhelm scream for you. Anything else?
Then I'm gonna just turn my arrow or my bow onto him just in case.
Okay,
So I'm for the.
you got it. Delia, take any actions?
I'm just gonna ready some magic missile.
Alright. Nice, you have a limp, lifeless cultist in your hand.
And this is another one of the stone doors, I'm assuming.
Yes, he came out of that. In fact,
Okay.
let me
I'll just kind of
dynamic lighting it away.
side scoot up to it and kind of wait for someone to come out. And when they come out, I'm just gonna try to trip them on the ground and hold them there.
Alrighty.
Have your turn.
So. Oh wow, it just shows it through the dynamic lighting. That's great. Alright, so you don't see anything yet. It's his turn, but he's dead. Zachariel, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna move towards this guy again.
Okay.
Alright, friend.
He's got his hands.
Don't-
He's got his hands up.
Don't do anything foolish, or I'll kill you like I planned to kill Ashwic.
He kind of like he says, I ain't doing shit.
And then I'll throw all your little friends over the cliff.
Please don't. They're innocent.
Just like the one we met on the way here. That's it.
Just going to stare at the dice and kind of take a step this way. Illyria, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna move over here
Okay.
with Flora. Just keep having. I'm gonna aim my bow towards,
The door.
the door there.
it. Delia.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Alrighty. Still waiting?
So since no one came out, I'm gonna try to like push open a door and see if I see anybody.
Alright. You don't. You do see what
Sure.
looks like a stool. Knocked over.
Anything else in this room?
It's mostly empty in here. There's a few
Got a
remnants of, like, arrows that are, like, dusty and broken.
Could I run back to the room and I yell to everybody, the one he's calling for is deeper.
So,
Have my turn.
and this guy runs into the room here, sees what's going on, and then he's gonna start running the opposite direction. Zachariel.
Don't move.
I ain't going nowhere. That's a miss.
Move. You know what? Learning from my mistakes, I'm gonna try and knock him as he's... Just gonna hit him in the back to see if I can hit him onto his face.
Alright. Yeah, he's prone.
Hell yeah. Which means he also takes... 4 piercing.
Max damage.
Max. That's a hit.
Non-lethal.
Alright. He is knocked out cold. And you're, for now, out of initiative.
I kind of like rush over here, chase him down, see that Zachariel's already got him out. Bring him inside.
Okay. And pick him up.
I'm gonna quickly look over this guy, see if there's anything useful.
You
Map
see a
or
couple of
anything.
daggers, and something that looks a little special amongst the daggers. It looks like a dart, but it has sort of this blue sort of coating on it. And when you
Okay.
touch it, it kind of crackles a little bit.
Ooh.
And,
Can I roll something to identify what that is? Or do I just
one moment.
music?
Yeah. Alright. Roll... you can roll Arcana. You're not going to know exactly what it is, but you'll know cool things.
Utility, yeah.
Alright, so this is made with a similar make, a similar sort of magitech that you've seen in your uncle's wares and work. It looks like there's some sort of lightning power within this thing. But it's a tiny little dart. And you kind of experiment with it a little bit, and you find when you kind of toss it into the air for...
I think I remember getting hit by these.
You might... Actually, I think you have, yeah. You have, yeah.
I
One
just
of those
kind of
things.
slip it in the pocket and remember it. And,
I dragged that body in, by
Alright.
the way.
Yes, yes, yes.
I chucked this fool off the edge so we don't have to worry about him.
Alright, Thaddeus, here's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
We hold this man over the cliff by his feet, by his ankles. And we get him to squeal.
You know, if you do that, he'll actually squeal, and he might alert the whole compound.
I like you.
Thanks.
Zachariel, he's been cooperative so far. He hasn't tried running, has he?
He seems quite knowledgeable too. I begin tying up this fool. Yeah, give him a minute.
He turns to
Hello.
the Kenku flock behind him, and
Alright, listen.
they all kind of nod. And then he turns back to you.
Listen. We found another Kenku on the way up here. I assume they're friends with this one.
More than likely.
So,
Racist.
we want to get your Kenku. Shh. Damn it, Ted Eyes. We want to get your Kenku back with their family. But first, you need to tell us what's going on in this place.
Sure, I'll tell you as much as I can. Well... Ding!
Oh, that's my phone.
Yeah, I know.
My arcane slate, sorry.
On the Kenku, these
The
aren't...
ruins have a PA system.
These aren't the only ones. These are the souls that I managed to sort of convince Arisi to let me train for her amusement. The rest of them, she has them locked up in a particularly cruel way. He's like blinking for a second, and he like makes some gestures with his hands. If this way is north, and then he points cardinal north on this map. If this way is north, go north, and then once you cross the moat, when you get to the other side of the moat, then hang a right, and then go a little further. And trust me, there's dudes all over. But once you go right and you go far enough, you'll find. Unfortunately, you'll find a wall that no one here is able to penetrate except for Arisi. It's a wall that blows down rather hard and makes it impossible to get through, but on the other side are the rest of these kind souls' flock.
And how does she get through the wall?
He shrugs and he says, probably those dealings with that Sebin fellow.
Okay, alright.
Is
Do you
that
want your
like
friend-
like a wind wall?
He shrugs and he says, it's I tried to stick my hand through it and I damn near lost my finger. It broke my finger, actually.
Oh, that's your strumming finger, isn't it? Listen.
He seems more of a stroker to me.
Today's.
Not bad, not bad.
Alright, listen. Do you want to help your friends?
I'd like to get them out of here if I can. I'd
You're
like to
gonna
get
have
out of
kill your
here.
adopted sister.
He does the thing like the incredulous kind of blink, and he says, "If you can take her, by all means."
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised at the things we've done.
Let's see.
You know, the other cultists have already met us.
He says, "I'm sure they have, Zachriel."
Oh.
Yeah, Ashwic kind of talked about all of you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did he mention that we kicked his ass twice?
He chuckles a little bit. He always likes to claim he's outnumbered, but man can turn into smoke.
He's a coward for sure.
Choose to attack us in our sleep, and he still loses.
He chuckles a little bit, and he kind of like...
If you do well by us, if your information is good, you're going to see this through.
I have one question before that today. I have to ask everyone this. Did you join the cult?
I mean, like I said, I was kind of shanghaied here with Arisi.
Yeah, okay, so if you had any other option...
If I had any other option, I'd be out of here in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, she likes my plane enough to keep me around.
Alright, well, we'll get you out of here.
Much obliged.
I
And
think
all of
Hum
your
would be
strange
really
little
good
friends.
leading an entire choir of Kenku.
She beams at the thought.
Winhero, is it your name?
Oh, that's her name for me, Windharrow. My actual name is... Give me a second. My real name is Harold. And
Okay, Harold.
by the way, this gentleman is a half elf.
Okay, Harold. Who else is here?
Oh, you mean in terms of who's here that's powerful?
Yes.
Numbers.
Numbers, individuals we should be wary of, weaknesses.
How many more of those wyverns do they have? That wasn't.
Oh, there's one guarding the moat right now. You'll definitely have to get through him. Unless you can somehow convince him that you're a member of the cult, which isn't too far off if you want some help. And he gestures to the side of the wall, and there's this rack of cloaks that have these weird feathers on them that aren't Kenku, but are definitely air cultish.
Ugh. I don't like that thought.
And you'll probably have to fight him.
Sounds good. I have one question for every cultist.
Did they join on their own?
Yes. Earlier, I asked a man on the way up here if he joined on his own mission, and he said yes. Then I threw him into the gorge.
You know, I think some of them joined on their own volition, but because they were desperate.
Well, desperation is no excuse for becoming a murderer.
He just nods.
We all must face the toll someday. So, this woman, the wings, this is the... What did you say her name was?
Arisi.
Elrisi. Okay, is she
Although-
strong?
She's a very powerful spellcaster indeed. After that dealing, she has those wings. While they're not real, she can maintain them as long as she wants.
I have to learn this. That would be very useful.
Okay, so I can't rip her wings off.
Do you by chance know of any kind of weaknesses?
Well, I mean, if you can hit her really hard, she'll probably go down quickly.
Did she have any, like, not like physical weaknesses, but like, is she very proud or vain or...
Oh, she's incredibly vain. If you were an enemy and you approached her, not lamenting, oh, rip, that's what I'm looking for, praising her for her looks, you might have a chance to distract her for all of 30 seconds.
Alright, Tadais, you're up.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm married. What do you want me to do?
Yes, this proves you have more talent.
Well, this is perfect training for you for, you know, who.
It's because I have wings, right? That's why.
Well, that, and I also think that, you know, you'd be a good distraction.
Better not miss.
I believe the distraction would be for Ilaria.
I know to Ilaria. I know she won't.
Alright, anything else in here to worry about?
Well, a few days back, some rumors going around that a group of cloaked folks with cloaks different than that brought Arisi he kind of screws up his features, a demon chicken, and the food that night was awful. So I don't know if it was actually something they served us, or if it's some sort of big creature that's scary.
A demon chicken.
Demon chicken.
Okay,
How'd you know? Demon chicken.
Ilaria, you believe in gods. Have you ever heard of a demon chicken?
It's a foul omen. That's it.
Ilaria, have you ever heard of a demon chicken?
I'm trying to think. Have
Anyone?
I heard of it?
Have you heard of a demon chicken? Roll Arcana? Or history? I imagine both have the same modifier. Well, you've heard stories. You've heard stories of, a few different sorts of creatures here and there. But this doesn't really this rings a bell, but not really anything concrete.
Yeah, just heard some stories is all.
Oh, well, from all I know of religion, that's all it is just stories, so makes sense. Alright, Harold, can you fight?
No.
Can you heal?
He, 1 second. Oh, I love the shift thing. It's such a great trick. He says, afraid not.
What can you do?
I can play the lute. And he strums it. And then all the Kenku behind him mimic the sound.
Is it a magical lute?
Nope. It's plain as day.
Okay, well, I would suggest that you take all of your little Kenku friends and go over there, and I point over to this room.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and don't open the door for anyone except for us.
Sounds good to me.
It's gonna get very loud here. You're gonna hear explosions. Don't worry about them.
He says, you're gonna get... If you are serious about raiding this place, aren't you?
Well, we have a duty. Cultists wish to cause harm to the free and innocent folks of this land, and they've already done so, and some of those have been dealt with.
Killed many.
Well, let me just inform you of some of the other things around here. Not
Sure.
weaknesses, but things you should keep an eye out for. First of all, Ashwic is here. I know this for a fact. You get kind of used to when he's here. Kind of sniffs the air. He says, on the north side, there's this sort of portal. That's the best I can make of it, that Ashwic can go in, but no one else can.
Okay.
Only him. Do you know why it's only him?
I think it's something to do with the fact that the portal is this wall of fire that no one can walk into without getting severely burned, except him.
Oh, fire's not that bad.
He looks up and down. He says, "Oh, maybe you can withstand it to see what's on the other side." But let's see. There's that, and then sorry, look at my notes. There's also one on the other side, but none of us have been able to go through it, except for this one fellow who used to work for the cult. He likes to use ice magic a lot, but then he bounced about a 10-day ago. And we haven't seen him since.
What sort of magic does Orisi have?
She loves
Wind?
She loves throwing lightning
Oh,
and wind. Yes.
Delia.
She no. What'd she say?
Wait, is she not her?
Her computer died.
Oh.
I think after this exchange with Windhara, we might have to cut it because it's kind of a bummer. So Delia would sort of smile and she'd say, "I've got lightning bolts too." Grins with her staff, crackling. Let's see what else.
That doesn't tell me how to avoid it.
Just dodge it. Best you can.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Or go behind something.
Just use my shield.
From what I've seen from lightning bolts, as I am leaning in the doorway waiting for him to stop talking, you don't want to be in a row. You want to be spread out.
Divide and conquer. Okay.
I think Arisi is probably in that step pyramid up there too. It's a safe bet.
Oh, is that where Ashwic is as well?
There's a good chance because
Does he hit on her relentlessly?
he smiles and he says, "He did once."
And now he's a man made of mist.
He's not. How to describe Ashwic? He's the kind of man that gives individuals worth based on what they have, and then he kind of gestures to his crotch.
Oh.
He told me that the leader of the other. Let's see. He says, I think I remember him mentioning at mess one day that the fire group that lies beyond that portal. He did mention this, by the way. It's all coming back now. He says was also a woman that he tried to win the wiles of, and well, fortunately for him, he can't get burned, as he's already smoking.
Ah, well, we've already dealt with the fire. I mean,
oh, when was this?
that was you say it's 10 days ago. They were trying to send like essences of Emix into the forest to burn it down. Shut that down pretty quick.
Well done.
No more fire. Strange that a portal would lead to an open hill and with no structure around, but
Not sure about that. He mentioned a complex like this one that the portal led to. Mentioned stone and such.
yeah. Well, I think that is all the questions we have, unless, there's anything else that stands out to you.
He is thinking for a moment. He says, sorry, I wasn't really prepared for this interview. Well, you might come across some of those tornado creatures she brought in with her.
Oh, we can handle them.
Well, that's good to hear.
We have the chimes.
And Hum smiles, and I guess I don't think she would actually. She just smiles.
Yeah.
And then you hear the cultist kind of.
Do you know anything about the chimes, Harold?
You mean the chimes that Ashwic keeps talking about?
Yes. He's obsessed with them, actually, I think.
Arisi is too.
Oh.
She says it's her duty given to her by that name escapes me. It's her duty given to her by something Sibin to retrieve those and return them to him.
Can I make a check about something Sibin?
Go ahead.
Back in. Is it history?
History or Arcana.
Okay.
Reading. In your readings, you came across a name, Jan Sibin, and all you can remember is that it had to do with some entity that had a palace in the plane of air. But that's all you can really remember from it.
Okay, so the cult is about the.
What was that name you said today?
Jan Sibin. I don't think I checked this one. Does he have anything neat, like any more of those darts?
He has one.
Would that resonate with me, Mike?
I have two of them.
Roll history, but you do feel you feel a slight twinge. You're not entirely sure why.
Oh, I shouldn't have advantage, but 15.
You have the same kind of feeling, where like you've seen this name once. Maybe in your classical training you received as a noble son, but nothing detailed.
I've heard that name before. Something seems strange about it, though.
you get like a small tinge, evanescence of familiarity, and you get the same tinge of familiarity from Suni's spade too.
Ah, Suni knows it too.
And Kitty's isn't here, but Hum feels a little bit of a jolt when she hears that name. And you see her brow furrow a little bit, and she sort of kicks the cultist next to her, who is sort of waking up. Sorry, go on.
Does he get knocked out again?
No, he's like, what?
Did we need him for anything, or should he be clipped?
Oh, yes. Ask him the question.
Oh, yeah. I kind of lean down to him, and I kind of pull out his gag. I kind of put my hand over his mouth at the same time. Now, I'm going to ask you one question. You answer truthfully, and I will let you go. Now, when you joined this cult, did you join voluntarily? Were you forced? Do you want to be somewhere? And I kind of pull the little gag.
Do you want to be what?
Somewhere else.
And you pull it away, and he says, I want to be somewhere else.
Kind of look at Zachariel.
Zachariel, you can tell this isn't the whole truth.
I'm without saying anything to Tadias, I'm just gonna like step on the guy's, like just put pressure onto one of his wrists. You know, I've already thrown one of your friends over the cliff today. I really don't like
Sorry, you cut off. You don't like what?
liars.
He said, can he talk?
I kind of got my hand there, so I just opened it up a little bit to let him.
He says, I'm not lying. I want to be somewhere else. And when I say not the whole truth, like, he's deliberately not answering a question. Because there's several questions you asked.
Did you join voluntarily?
I'm regretting my decision.
Well, I don't like pauses. And why are you regretting your decision? Is it because you're at the precipice of death currently?
What he means to tell you is, did you regret anything before we smash your head into the floor?
And he takes a big breath like he's about to scream.
I cover his mouth, and then I just kind of knock him out again real fast.
And I'm
No sense in wasting the rope.
Just kind of looks at you and says, he didn't.
No. I untie him. And I begin walking him over to the edge. You know...
And when Harold... Oh, sorry, you're talking about...
Harold. Yeah, my friend Harold. This is the reason you're still alive. Because we're not bad people. We just need to deal with them. And I chuck him off.
He nods and he says, you know, most of the folks you'll find in here only regret joining the cult when they're being hurt, not when they hurt.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess that means everyone's dying. We call it forced retribution. Huh?
He says there might be one individual who was shanghaied into this whole operation, but I'm not sure if he's here or not.
Is it
What's
you?
his name?
Oh, besides me. Well, I don't know his name, but he's got a streak of gray hair amongst his blonde hair.
Kind of like that one. I play to Illyria.
Yeah, kind of like her a little bit.
If we see him, we'll try to give him an opportunity to...
He nods.
Well,
If we're all finished here, we have to go deal with the Wyvern.
Yes, if you go north, don't mind the dudes hung up on the obelisks. They're
what? Oh, no. You can't just gloss over that.
well, it's I've been in here for a while. He says, if you're gonna go north from here directly, you'll see some dudes tied onto obelisks, and they are well, they're initiates, and they're undergoing a weird ritualistic initiation. So you don't have to worry about them too much.
Well, I mean, even initiates could be fanatical, right?
And he snaps and he says, "Oh, I don't know if they're here still, but she did bring in other peoples, like peoples like you and I, peoples,
Wait.
humans mostly."
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's no humans in this room.
You're not wrong. Only half.
Oh, you know about today's.
No,
Man, Ashwic really talks.
I'm talking about me.
Oh,
I'm half elf.
yeah, but if you look at this man, he looks human.
Oh.
By most
That's a
people's
DM
assumptions,
fuck
I
up. That's a
agree.
DM fuck up. He would have corrected you, but that exchange already happened. Oh no, actually no, that makes sense because yeah, you used your angel stuff in front of Ashwic, I think, right? Didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay. No, you're one of those angel dudes.
Yes, I'm one of those angel dudes.
Hey, he's got wings. It's never helped him in a race, though.
No, especially when people cheat.
Well, I would say having wings is cheating, but
Well, I'm not going to touch
never
that. He says as
use
he
them
kind of
in
backs
the
up a
race.
bit.
But this doesn't
Sounds
seem
like
an
we'll
important
need
thing
another
to
race
discuss.
soon between you guys.
He says, this is one of the only sources of fresh water in here, so he starts walking. He kind of gestures to the Kenku, and he starts walking, like, around it, and he's going to head for the place you told him to go to.
I'll be the judge of that. I'm gonna look at this water for a bit.
It looks pristine.
As he walks away, we'll say, "We'll come back for you."
Much obliged.
Hopefully we'll come back for you. So,
I point to the fifth Kenku and work on that when he was flat.
He says, "You have a good ear." And they follow him into the room here. And they shut the stone door.
it's a Kenku conga line.
So you know music, Tadias?
I can pick up on certain things. I've been around Hum for a while.
Can you sing at all?
Absolutely not. Not unless you want to, immediately have to start drinking.
Have you even tried?
I lived growing up in a bar. I tried. I've sung some traditional songs, but never performed.
Maybe you can duet with Hum.
So would not
So
sour any performance at first.
you hear some pitter patter, and a Kenku comes out and says in a completely different voice, "That's not Wind Herald's. Second. No, not that one. Says, the Kenku says, "I'm a Tayer. Nice to meet you. I still gotta clean. Sorry, can't talk." And then you hear a coming from Windharrow, and the Kenku returns back into the room.
Weird creatures.
I make a little note in my book. What day?
All right.
Well,
Shall
should we push
we-
on?
Next time.
And now we're back. So,
All right, so we know that this way is death. Shall we?
To death!
To death!
To death!
How about we not die?
Well, we didn't say who was gonna die.
Where's your essential adventure? He's alright. Either way, let's go.
Get out of my way.
I'll stay in.
Ashwic
I
dies.
begin like shoulder bumping Zachariel to get out of the door for.
Delia says, I'll just stay in the back.
I'll just stay in the back.
So, Tadias, as you round this corner, or as you move past this wall corner, you see a gentleman strung up. Actually, you see a group of them strung up on these obelisks. Let's see here. There's a neat scene setter. That's what I'm going to call the descriptions.
Crucifixion.
Three tapered obelisks, their sides inscribed with ancient pictographs, stand in a column row. Their peaks scraping the 15-foot-high ceiling. Each obelisk has a gaunt human tied to its base. Around the obelisks, colored cobblestone mosaic depicts the dwarven god Moradin, a huge warhammer slung over his shoulder. They just breathe shallowly. Well, labored.
Are they dressed in like culty gear?
They are.
Why is it these ones that get strung up and the other ones walk freely?
Well, Harold told us that these are initiates, remember?
Yes, that's right. That too.
Initiate. So that means all of them go through this.
Yeah, it means all of them are going to die.
Maybe we should just leave them hanging here to die. I want to join a cult, die horribly.
So it's awfully morbid, but not totally against it.
One of them just kind of looks down at Tadias. Doesn't do anything else, just kind of looks at him.
Hum moves forward and asks him, "Why are you hanging here?"
He says, "My masters and my queen are teaching us how to survive on air alone." And now that you're closer, you can see that they had some sort of mark on their collarbone. That was, you see what looks like a bunch of like scratch marks. Like somebody took a knife and just kind of looked like they tried to scratch out something that was in the skin.
Well, best of luck on your air diet.
I take a look at that, like the scratch.
Sure.
See if I can
Roll
discern.
Roll whichever you want. Roll investigation or perception. You kind of have to
I'm gonna roll
discerning details or like getting a good look at the thing. Both would work. So it was a decent job at scratching out what was here, but you look closer and you notice that what was once there was a depiction of a snowflake.
It's a crude job they did scratching the collarbones here, but kind of looks like a snowflake.
Where is that one snow chick when we need her?
Talking about from Gordon's people?
Yeah.
I don't know, but they weren't dealing with cultists, they were dealing with gnolls. Do we leave them and move on? We need to find these people.
I say we eliminate them. They love their master. They're useless to us.
Well, you know, fortunately, or Unfortunately for them, the master has to come let them down.
Be quick about whatever you do. I'm gonna just kind of walk on and see if I can spy anything further on while doing
Alright.
stuff to these
But-
people.
What if they yell?
They can barely talk.
True enough.
To
Best of luck on your air diet.
Tadias, getting
Yes.
close to that well, that wall.
That well wall.
Yeah, you hear what sounds like grindings, like from the other side of it. You can hear what sounds like grinding stone. Like it's a very very low rumble, because you discern that it's on the other side of the wall.
Safely walk the other.
Oh, the other wall you don't hear
What's
anything.
wrong today? You finally get a little afraid.
I think I hear something over there, but we need to deal with the wyvern before we deal with whatever's in there.
Yes. I'm surprised the wyvern hasn't heard us yet. Not exactly subtle.
No, we're not.
Haven't made that much noise yet, but you're right. You're not that subtle.
It's probably our movement's probably covered by the shaking of these guys' chains, anyways.
Ambient light is sort of spilling in from here. And you can kind of figure that it might be from the outside. It's pretty dim, though.
Hey, today is the... You see that light spilling in? We could have another potential opening.
I draw my daggers.
Maybe a wyvern could fit through it.
Actually, let's see. Based on where you are and where you're looking, where the ambient light is, you can, in fact, see this way. Oh, I'm hiding the thing. Dang it. I'm gonna hide it. What? Show to others. What's going on here? Oh, I'm in the Game Master's lair. That's why. Alright. This way, you do see the two-step pyramid rising out from what looks like it might be a plaza. Your vision is obscured by the walls more than the light, but you can see it from here.
Yeah, I think we're on the right path.
Does anybody have a light source right now?
No. Just
My
using
head?
dark vision. Technically.
Are you counting your
Yeah,
head as a light source?
I mean,
Up to you. Just yes or no.
wouldn't I?
Okay.
Can I blow on it and make it brighter? Just like.
Why are you breathing on the back of my neck?
Nothing. Trying.
So, you see a move past your vision.
Did anyone see that?
Wait, what?
That was probably nothing.
Describe it.
You hear some
was a-
flapping noises.
It was a...
It was some big thing moved through the room here, past your vision.
Something rather large quickly moved across. Do you not hear the flapping?
It faded away by now.
Maybe for a moment I don't hear it.
Miss Dahlia.
Oh,
She's
she's.
back.
You have control of her token if you want to keep her in pace, Justin. She's down here.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to just warp her to where we are when combat starts,
Sure, I'll do that. Okay. So.
kind of hard to leave someone in the back and lead in the front. No?
Yep. All right, what are you doing?
I peek around the corner
Which way?
to the left.
The left. You can see out into the gorge that you threw those up to 3 now cultists into, and you hear the waterfall.
I think we found the waterfall. I don't hear that creature anymore.
Can I make a check to see if I can spot the creature? Get into this.
From where you are, Sure, roll perception. Ah, from there, yeah.
Yeah, I'll move up and then check.
Alright, well, you don't hear him, but you definitely see him when he comes around. Why is there no light there? There should be light, like, actually there. Hang on. That's irritating me. Oh, I know why. Okay.
Is it because of this wall?
Probably. Okay, oh, you know what? No, it does make sense for that. Okay, so, you hear flapping. You hear flapping. And then you hear a screech. What are the others doing? I know that Delia is going to be behind. Illyria, come.
I am going to stay behind too. I'm not going to put myself in danger right away, but I'll be behind Tadias.
Okay. What about Illyria?
Just gonna hide with everyone else.
Okay. Shit. I mean, nobody's hiding. They're going out into the open. So
No.
Oh, sorry. I was kind of dealing with something, so I half catched what was going on.
well, everyone's kind of getting out into this other room here, which I'll describe in a second. But I just want to know what you're up to. Okay, that's where you think you'd be. All right, cool. Okay, do your little roleplay thing, and then I'll scene set.
You know, today, as I must admit, I was expecting a bigger welcome.
And, fuck. Oh. Sorry, hang on.
Coincidence strikes.
A deep moat surrounds a plaza consisting of a step pyramid that I described before, encircled by a stone walkway. Stone, actually, you don't see those yet. That's about it, actually. You look up and you can see that, the ceiling has gone up to about, 75 feet into the air, and that it kind of glitters with the ambient light. You hear some flapping noises, and coming into your field of view are these, actually a little bit, there. Roll initiative.
What? It doesn't want to say hi?
You see, as it approaches, lightning begin to flash.
I guess I spoke too soon.
I'm gonna get the music.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna do that whole trick. It's so good. I hold shift and click and I get their sheet up. Lickety split.
Hacker!
And I'm gonna roll the Wyvern's initiative, but he might not even use it because of the mount rules. So, but I'm just gonna have it there. Oh wow, he rolled super high. Hackers, I'm Hacker Man. I hacked roll 20 to get that collection initiative. Oh, who wants to control Delia in combat?
I don't want the guilt. So not it. Nose touch.
Alright, well, I'm fine with taking guilt, so...
Alright. And if you don't mind, roll her inish. You can do the shift click thing on a shift double click on a character brings up its sheet.
Can you? Oh, it does. Okay.
Super convenient. I wish I'd known about it years ago.
No kidding.
That's quite a Delia roll. All right. What's going on now? Okay. The Sky Weaver. What this cultist dude looks like as he swoops in with his wyvern. A little closer. Lines up a shot. Kind of like skirts over the water. The talons of the wyvern are kind of like gliding into the water. And he just thrusts his hand forward, and Zachariel, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh no. The input value. Alright, you... Wow, that was a low roll. Look at all those ones. Alright, you take 24 lightning damage.
I just turn around.
What? Alright, hang on, I gotta track movement here. And he goes with the wyvern. Alright. Zoom in a bit and move this over here. Okay. That's its turn. You saw that lightning flash. Whoa, and attack Zachariel. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna whip out my wand of magic missiles and send 3 charges toward
Towards who?
the wyvern.
The wyvern, okay.
No, let's hit the guy.
Alright, hit the guy. Roll the thing. You lead with the thing. Oh god, 3 charges. So how many missiles is that?
5?
5? Okay, so you deal 10 damage to the dude. Ah! As the wyvern's kind of like flapping and turning around to make another pass. Illyria, it's your turn.
And take shots at it.
Alright.
2. Just warming up.
It goes wide and falls. The arrow falls into the water. That one strikes true. Who are you aiming for?
Oh, the bird.
The wyvern. Got it.
Yes.
17
yes.
damage to the wyvern. All right. Anything else? Anything? All right. Wyvern already took its turn because mount.
Oh wait, I'm gonna get behind here a little bit. Take a little bit of cover.
Gotcha. Zachariel, it's your turn. Before you, the wyvern is sort of flapping its wings, turning around, seemingly to make another pass. What do you do? Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's about, yeah. You can hit the wyvern, but not the rider. That's what I'll say. Push to talk?
Oh yeah, I'm going for the wyvern.
Alright. What you doing?
Something really dumb.
Okay.
Am I able to try and grapple the wyvern?
Yes. Its talons are like just in your reach.
This is where we find out science. Alright, I'm gonna try and grapple the wyvern.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's see here. Strength.
It's strength, right? Not athletics?
No, only he has strength. You can use athletics. Alright, you grab the talon, like the little leg above the talon of the wyvern. And it flaps angrily.
Alright, I'm trying to pull it towards the ground.
Okay, so you're gonna try... I mean, you have it grappled, so you can actually move at half speed. I don't think you have the grappler feet, so you can't pin, but you can actually move with it.
I can't because it took me my whole movement to get here.
Okay.
And you try to knock it prone.
You could try to knock it prone.
Because that's your second attack if you want.
I thought about that because if I...
You also have Shield Master.
Yeah, but if I knock it prone, and like how deep? What's the difference between the water and the where I am?
That's an excellent question.
Like, is there a drop before the water, or?
It's a really good fucking question. Yeah, of course it doesn't say. Okay, I am going to decide that, it's probably not. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, I know what I can read to explain to me. The structure of this book is weird because it has things where it's like important details are explained in other sections. Okay. It's level. It's essentially level, like a foot.
Oh, okay, well, I would have tried to knock it prone then instead of grabbing it.
Then you succeed. We'll do that.
Okay,
So
well, I'll attack it twice.
Whack!
But I don't think it's actually prone because it's in the water.
Well,
right?
I mean, so yeah, it falls into the water. Sploosh, the rider's also in the water. And
So I'll just make 2 attacks at normal?
yeah, you definitely have purchase. Also, you can roll your spiky die, your spiky shield.
Oh, right. Spiky. Spiky, McSpike. There we go.
Alright, so the Wyvern talks 3 damage. That's a hit, because you have advantage. For 8 bludgeoning.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a superiority die to use goading.
Okay.
So it does make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
DC 15.
Not a wisdom, a wisdom save.
Just a
He
fail.
fails.
Alright.
And that's it for me.
You only rolled 1 attack. You had advantage because he's prone.
Oh, he is prone. Okay. I didn't think he actually was. Oh.
There you go.
You know what?
Die.
Let me use one of these other things. So, I'm going to use the superiority die to use this that I haven't used yet.
Ooh. There you go.
So,
We'll roll the thing.
there's the thing.
That's 18. That's on the Wyvern.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So there's the superiority. Now, is it 3 times instead of 2 for the superiority or for the attack?
For the superiority.
So
wait.
roll another.
If the attack is a crit and you roll the...
Oh, it says... Oh, that's unclear. I was under the impression it was superiority die, so just roll the
So was
superiority.
I.
Yeah. So roll one more time. 7 plus 7, so another 14. Man, you fucked this guy up. So the Wyvern gets blood all up in the water, flapping its wings violently, trying to get out. The guy holding on is like... And he starts to reach down, and he's got a little harness that he starts to reach down for the quick release. Tadias, it's your turn.
Let's see. 1, 2, 15. I guess because the Wyvern looks mostly incapacitated, it's not going to fly too well. I'm just going to go for the Rider.
All right.
Let's throw Rezier for the first one. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's one of those nights.
This is roll 20 being like, I missed you guys. Yeah. He hurt bad. Dagger sinks into his body.
Let's go with one of these darts as the second.
Nice. So you get advantage when you roll that. Did I give you the stats? Do you have the stats?
Nope.
Okay.
I do not.
I can give you the stats right now.
I'm assuming they're going to be like my throw and improvise. 1d4.
Yeah. Wait. Scroll. Okay, so it's a D4, and then it's also it's going to be 1d4 lightning damage if you hit.
All right. So I do this and then d4.
And you have advantage on
That hits probably.
It sure does.
Yeah, and then 1d4 for the lightning.
No, 3d4.
Oh, 3d4.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 more d4s.
Does not. Okay. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm talking about something else. Okay, what's that in total?
14 damage with the other one is 14, so that's 28.
Oh, the second attack.
Just
14. No, 16.
yeah.
Okay. He is super fucked up now.
Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna take this hand axe. I'm gonna try to plow it into his head.
All right. That's a hit.
That's not advantage, but that's the first one. Yada and yada.
Yeah, so it does exactly as you wish, and it just buries itself in his skull. And the axe and the weapon all return to your belt, except for the secret dart.
Flies back and leaves all the blood. Oh no, it wasn't attuned to it, so either way.
So he kind of is just limp on the thing. Wait, did I skip home? Oh, you use magic missile. That's right. So Delia kind of saunters up. Whoa. Sorry, I was using her, or I was moving her token.
I thought Justin has her.
Yeah, I jumped the gun. I think she would probably use a cantrip, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for.
All right.
Yeah, she'll just look at the thing in the water, look around at the water, and oh wait. No, that's right. Yeah, her spell sheet is really strange.
Oh yeah. A Ray of Frost for 9 cold damage. That's a certain hit. Solid. Okay.
All right.
And so that guy is dead. So the wyvern is just like floaming around, and on its turn something will happen.
Well, I'm just going to move forward, and she is going to use her fancy dancy cross.
Splish splash, take a bath. That's a hit.
And she's going to use her psychic blades too.
Oh. So that's 8 plus 12, 20 damage. It's not dead yet, but it's very
And I'm going
close.
to throw me some inspiration towards my boy Zachariel.
All right. Illyria.
Gonna step out, see what's going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna send some arrows.
Hit. Okay, it's not dead yet. Will it survive to its turn? No, it won't. Roll damage. Yeah, so a couple arrows sink into it,
Oh,
and it just starts to float down the river. God, I wish I could just hit the back button for this. Did we figure out what it was? For the bot?
For the song, no.
Yeah, that's a bitch. Oh well.
I don't think it has that function. That's why Fred Boat is better.
I guess I'll put Fred Boat on.
To be fair, I don't know if Fred Boat actually has the function either. I just like his name.
Alright, so you watch as blood starts to trail out of these things, and they start to just float down, lifeless. You do anything about it?
I mean, there's...
I don't want swimming.
I may have... Nah, no.
I hold Zachariel back.
I'll let the blood be the calling card.
Well,
do you think that guy has anything on him?
We might.
as he falls over the
Okay.
falls.
And I... Oh, yeah, shit.
We'll do one
I
for them.
mentioned the... It smells like fucking ozone here, so...
So
Are we
you...
out?
Huh?
Sorry, are we out of
Combat, yes. The water is flowing the direction that they went, and you see the blood kind of move and start to just flow down that way, and it's replaced by fresh water once again. What's your next move, gang?
Alright, are we going right or left?
Always left.
I'm not even asking.
That's my line. So
maybe one day?
looking over the falls, you see the gorge that you'd seen prior, and You can barely make out, well, not really barely, like it's the middle of the day, it's just that there's no direct sunlight in here, so it's all ambient light from the mountainside. You can make out the path you came down.
There seems to be doors up here.
Doors are good.
Those are good.
What's behind door number 1?
You know, for a stronghold of sorts, this place is rather barren.
You opening the door?
I'm waiting for my team to kind of like stock up to it. Delia gets up here, I begin pushing in the door.
Alright, so it's the same kind of deal where they like turn on a pivot.
I'm watching up this way.
Okay.
Staying vigilant.
I've got this.
As you start cracking the door open, Tadias, you start to hear chanting. The same chant, similar chant to what you heard Riverside, but it's a little different and it's more song-like. Let me dynamic lighting. So I'm gonna do the scene setter. Bow. All right. 2 rows of pillars support the 20-foot high ceiling in this marble hall. The pillars are sculpted to resemble dwarves locked in solemn stares. Each one clutches a stone axe. East of the pillars are 2 ascending marble staircases without handrails. In the middle of the room, several cultists in gray feathered robes levitate a few feet off the floor while chanting a hymn. A glass prism houses a glowing orb, and a small, shadowy tornado hovers over it. They chant a melodic version of the same line you heard while on the Tudera River, and they turn around and face you, and there's a beat. What do you do?
Housekeeping.
So, I don't like the idea of rolling initiative while everybody's crowded around a doorway. So, I'm going to, like, sort of allow for positioning of sorts inside the room. So, go ahead and do that with your dudes as I prep music.
Yvonne calling.
It's like one movement action, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. One movement action. That's actually an elegant way of putting it. And they get a little bit of a movement action, too. And they just kind of, like, step that way, and this one advances 5 feet, and this guy, they, like, stagger a bit. That kind of dealio. I think Delia would be, like, in the, just the front of the door. Alright. Go ahead and... Did somebody... Oh. I'll read that later. Yes, initiative. Shift. Didn't need that. Fuck.
Number.
Oh, wow, we're rolling crap.
You got a big fire, dude. Do it.
Thank God for the big fire, dude.
It's actually.
Oh.
Guy, we were in flight.
And like that lightning bolt, did that come? Do I remember if that came from the dude?
It came from the dude, not the white.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's a dragon you're thinking of.
It's not a true dragon.
Well,
no, I'm saying if you want a lightning bolt coming from a draconid thing.
Yeah, but I know the difference, but Zachariel doesn't. He's never seen a dragon.
I haven't seen.
As far as he's convinced, dragons don't exist.
I've seen enough bones to know they do. They're scurry.
Alright, Zachariel. You all scurry into the room. You find yourself able to find purchase first. What do you do?
Alright. I am going to bound forward and get right into the fun of it.
Yeah.
And as I run up, this guy on my right, I'm going to smack him with my shield and push him to the ground.
All right. Which guy? I'm sorry, upper or lower? Oh, you smack him to the ground. Both?
I was still...
What?
No, lower.
Gotcha. He's prone. There's no way he can... Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm going to look at his friend, and then turn around and attack the prone guy twice. Oh my god.
He's dead as shit. You cut him like... He's like, ugh! Like the spikes like stab him through, and he falls over and he, like clutching his thing, and then you just follow up with a wallop, and how does he die?
Oh, I just come right down on the neck, and his head just pops off.
And just kind of spills over.
Then I'm gonna do, you know that...
Playing tonight.
You know, like that sword thing where you like spin and shove it through your side to stab the person behind you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with the shovel.
Yeah.
To the guy to the north.
Ugh! He just kind of gives out a yelp, and then you twirl around and you... It like... And it's really... Roll damage. It's really brutal too, because like, it's not a sword stab, it's not graceful, it's teeth going into this guy. And, like, you cut him, like, brutally cut him so hard, like, blood just kind of pours out from his wound, and he just kind of clutches his stomach and falls on his knees. Anything else?
The might of the Excavators have come to kill all you filthy cultists. Also, everyone don't line up.
Well...
A little late for that.
Well... I don't even... Wait, well, we'll see what roll he's turned. Okay, so, the shadowy tornado gets off of the weird prism with light, and it sort of zooms over to Zachriel. And it's going to attack him with the shlam. Actually, let's see if we can... Let's see if you roll low. You rolled enough crits. So he gets in your space. I need you to roll strength save.
Oh, tempting fate.
Alright, well you succeed, and for some reason the syntax fucked up, so I can't roll the thing, but that's okay. What the hell? Expected... But what? I'll have to fix that later. Okay, anyway, you're gonna take half of this. 7 damage, as it just kind of swirls and batters you with wind, and then it moves out... Oh, fuck. Sorry. And then it moves out from your space. And that's its turn. The hurricane goes and just says to the guy he's next to, go up and inform Arsri! Arisi! And then he heads for Tadias. Hurricane. He's going to try to hit y'all, Tadias.
What? No way.
He winds up a punch and you can see like all of his air swirling around like some Naruto bullshit. And he misses. Then he tries a normal strike, and also misses. And that's it.
Falcon!
This guy kind of doesn't know what to do, looks toward the Skyweaver up here, and you just see a stern look, and then he draws a dagger and just rushes Tadias. And he's going to try to attack you with a dagger. Oh. And misses, and the Wyvern isn't here anymore. Oh, you're on the initiative. Alright, that one's dead. That one's dead. It's Tadias' turn.
I'm gonna kind of slink my way between them, repositioning. And I'm gonna chuck my stuff into this guy.
Alright.
No informants.
That's a hit. Yeah, so he turns to move away, and you belt out your one-liner, and your Razier just slams right into his neck, and he just falls over face first, sliding a couple feet. Dead.
Okay. I'll turn around and I will just hand axe this dude in the face.
Alright. That's a hit. Face hand axed, and he slumps down. Anything else?
Kind of dance around him and get right here.
Alright. Illyria.
Okay, I'm gonna send Valora running back, come around, and go up to him and do
Wait.
her pound.
How did she do
Diagonally.
that?
I mean, if you do it like this way,
Okay,
she'll get
oops.
it.
That's wall. This is wall here.
It's like this.
I saw
Okay, she can do that,
This is-
yeah.
This is what you're aiming for. Just like overshoot
Okay.
and then dive in.
That'll
So
do.
I'd be there.
Yeah,
That'll
you got
do.
it. That's 20 feet.
Okay, pounce.
Roll the attack. That's a hit. I really need to add like the what's it say for the pounce again? Is there a strength save involved?
Yeah.
I think it's just a static number.
One sec.
It should say round underneath. We need to put that text like with the attack so that we see it every time it comes up.
DC 15.
DC 15, you got it. Where's...
Well, remember, hers is a little different, so I don't know how to do that.
It says strength save, right? I know how to do that. I'll
Yes.
do it. Strength
Okay.
save. Yeah. No. So she can make a bite attack as he goes prone in front of you, Tobias. That also hits. Dealing 7. Ah! And he's just kind of... He mauls, or she mauls him. It's your turn.
So it's just her that can go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, she attacked, so you can make one attack. Yes, my bad.
Yes. I'll do the main guy there.
Yeah. That's a miss, unfortunately. Alright, Hum.
So seeing this guy here pulls the chimes out of her shirt and rings them at him.
Roll performance check.
You didn't have to pay for admission.
He didn't have to pay for admission. That is unfortunately not enough. Oh man, what did you roll? 3? That sucks.
3.
Alright. Howling hit.
You rolled
Howling
3.
hit.
She chimes back in her shirt, knowing that Ashwic is somewhere in the building.
You got it. Let me see here, as it's a Skyweaver's turn.
Look at this guy we were here.
Look at this line.
He does have a line.
There's a line. He moves up to here. And, I need Hum and Illyria to make dexterity saving throws. As lightning rockets out. Through you and into the thing. Let's see here. That saves, and,
Is that a spell or a spell-like effect?
it is a spell.
Alright.
Does Delia... Are you going to use her counterspell?
I'm going to use counterspell.
Alright. So the lightning zaps forward, and it does move through your spaces. However, it evaporates into nothing. And while Hum and Illyria do feel, the crackle of electric energy, and their hair does go up, they're not damaged. And the Skyweaver angrily looks at Delia, and it's her turn.
Alright, Delia is going to proudly saunter into the room, pass by Hum, and stand in front of her. And she's going to say, well, let's see how you like it. And she reaches into her robe and takes out a crystal and a little clump of fur, puts it on the crystal as it glows with energy, and she unleashes.
Her own lightning bolt. He needs to make a dex save. Oh, he's not resistant to lightning or anything. Alright, he saves. So he takes half of 27, which is what? 13. He kind of dodges out of the way, and he just kind of glares at her. Zachariel, it's your turn.
Alright, Vector is going to move away from the elemental, so you take that.
Opportunity attack. 16.
Miss!
You just feel a wind.
And as the lightning bolt strikes into this guy, and he's kind of like disoriented, he's going to come over and just hit him in the head with the shield.
Yeah. Now this is D&D. Strength. No, he fall. And he takes
Falls, Takes
got
6 to the
frying
head.
Ah, hit. 12. Okay. And another hit. 7.
Yeah.
So he's on the ground, bleeding, bruised, and he's still moving around trying to stand up.
That's it for me.
Alright. The air elemental moves over. Oh, roll a die here.
Right back.
This is. Alright. The air elemental moves over here and is going to make a slam attack on Delia and a slam attack on Hum. That misses Delia. That hits Hum for... Oops, I can't do that. 5 bludgeoning. Hurricane stands up, moves to look at Valora, and angrily winds up a kick. Let's see if it finds purchase. Hum... Or not Hum. That is not her AC, so he's going... He just kind of, like, throws a kick, and Valora dodges nimbly, and he kind of looks around, looks at Tadias, and tries to punch him in frustration. 22!
Not it.
You said not a hit?
That'll hit.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning. He smiles a little bit. And that's it. That guy's dead. All of the initiates are dead. And Tadias, it's your turn.
I kind of wipe away a little bit of blood from the side of my mouth. That was cute. And I'm gonna move over to the side of him, kind of flanking with the cat, and I'm gonna slash him up.
Yeah. That's a hit. 11 piercing. That's also a hit. And I have a feeling... So, how do you do it?
So, he kind of punches me. I kind of walk over to the side. I look at him. I flip out the knife, kind of smile at him, and just right into the chest and just let him lay down on top of Valora.
On top of Valora?
I just kind of lay him down, essentially. Valora walks away.
Ah. Alright. Nyx, are you out still?
I'm gonna casually
I'm
run
here.
over here.
Alright, it's your turn. And, the hurricane that Valora attacked is dead now, but he tried to kick her. But he's dead.
Okay, so we got him and him, right?
Yep. What do...
Maybe I'll send Valora again
Okay.
to do her pounce on the dude over there.
Okay. He is prone. So I guess if you actually connect, then you can still make the bonus action attack. Feels like it makes sense to me. That's a hit. Wait. Yep, that's a hit.
She has advantage.
She does have advantage.
For the
Should I
crit,
roll it again?
Sure.
just in case.
Just in case you crit. Nope.
Almost.
But you do get that bonus action bite.
Mom.
Maul him. That is a... No, advantage. That's a hit. So Zachariel, you see Valora just charge in, jump on top, and just maul this guy. And he stops moving. We are still in initiative because we have the air elemental. Anything? Are you going to do anything else, Illyria?
Probably not, because I feel like my arrow will just go through the dude.
Okay. It's your turn.
So, knowing that she can slow down these air elementals with the chimes, tries hitting it with the chime.
All right. Man, what the fuck? Stop rolling low.
I know, right?
Yeah, that doesn't do anything, unfortunately. It rings out. That guy's dead. What Delia do?
Delia is going to disengage.
All right. She look over to Zaham and it's like, pacify it. What are you doing, Zachriel?
Pacifying. I run up and I try to get its attention.
Okay.
So Hum can do her magic.
That's
oh boy.
That's a crit. You definitely have its attention. Shit. That's like 30 damage.
That's max damage.
It's very weak now. And it's turn. Oh, sorry, it's your turn. Sorry, my bad.
Did I see how much it fucked it up?
It like you felt a slam, and you notice that the wind that it's producing is significantly decreased.
All right, I'm gonna take my other attack, but I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what? I feel like he wouldn't make that other attack.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, you miss. That was his judgment call.
You did it.
His half-hearted attack.
Tadias.
Okay.
Oh wait, I missed his turn. Derp.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's going to this. Let me roll that d6. All right, 2 slams on Tadias. I mean, Zachriel. They both miss. It's weakened at this point. Tadias, what do you do?
I'm gonna run over here, like kind of jump over the pillar, like jump off of it in order to get the angle and just throw a dagger right into him.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a hit for 9.
Roll in and go for the hand axe.
That's a miss.
Wait, do you kick off the pillar with your feet and then roll? Because that's pretty badass.
That was the idea. I think that's it. Yeah, let's just stay right here. Give him some flanking.
All right. Illyria.
Do you think Flora can fit between, like, Zachriel and Tadias, like, in there?
Can she use Zachriel as a ramp?
I would say yes, Valora can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try pounce with her again.
Okay. Oh, you can see its HP. I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Who did?
Oh, that's a hit. For mundane 8 slashing. And no matter what, it wouldn't go prone because it's immune to the prone condition.
But I can still bite.
Nope, because you didn't knock it prone.
You can still shoot.
Oh, right, okay.
You can still shoot it.
I'll shoot it.
That's a hit. And the arrow from Altosi's gift catches it just the right way, and it like counterbalances the wind, and it just kind of disappears.
Can I try to catch the arrow as it falls down out of him?
Sure.
What do I need
Roll
to
a
make
dex
it?
save.
Dex save.
As the creature disappears, you feel this sorrow come from the chimes.
She whispers, "I'm sorry."
Sorry for what, Hum?
The room is quiet.
Ah, damn it.
The chimes just made me feel sad.
Why do you think that? I mean, why?
I don't know.
I imagine it.
I feel like Zachariel would know better.
Oh, I imagine that it's probably due to the unfortunate passing of this creature, this elemental.
That's my guess too. Maybe next time I can make the chimes work to slow him down.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes it's also them.
So they're kind of connected to the chimes.
I don't know.
You can
Both of the
control
same
them.
element.
Well, Ilaria, I'm making a guess here. If the chimes are anything like Suni, Hama has been having dreams and visions.
I have.
Suni, I believe Suni portrayed herself to me as, or itself to me as a rocket, a golem. So I would assume that a wind instrument could be an air.
I feel like it's an air. My last dream was of air and bird.
Oh, there you go.
If we find the fire one that goes to Delia, I can only imagine. We're gonna look over at this little lad, see if he has anything important.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Investigation. I think I'm alright at those. I'm not alright at those.
Not this time.
I'll
You
come check this guy.
You search his pockets and you find some carnage.
Use the money. No, this one yelled as I point to the one that was looting. To his associates that upstairs alert the lady. So, do we start that way or do we go deeper?
I'm gonna listen up. Do I hear any movement from up the stairs?
You don't hear movement, but what you hear is what sounds like a breeze.
Strange. There's a breeze coming from up there.
You find that much silver on the guy. Oh, and on the hurricane, you don't find anything. Except for his clothes.
I might as well check the other guys just in case.
Amongst all of them, you find that much kappas.
I'm going to use this moment and use my awesome art healing.
Okay.
Really good. So you heard a breeze upstairs?
Yeah, I can hear like the passage of air.
Well, if you want to check it out, there's no reason not to.
Well, I feel like you would have to be deaf if you did not hear what just happened down here with an open stairwell.
Take inspiration. I'm going to start using inspiration as my way of saying that's 100% correct.
That makes sense. So they're luring us into a trap or they flew off.
Or they're so confident as in this place that they don't see us as a challenge.
Harold did say she was quite vain.
I'm gonna go up to the stairs, just kind of peek if I can see anything up top, or is it just door?
You see the ceiling of the room above, but as you move more up the stairs,
Well, I'm just peeking around the corner.
I mean, you'd have to get up onto the stairs a little bit to see the ceiling that I just described. And you haven't triggered a trap or anything, but you feel like the wind, the breeze gets stronger, and when you get there, it's deafening, and you get the idea that this probably blocked off all of the sound that you just made here.
I'm just gonna step back.
Did you hear anything, Ilaria?
Wind. And then none.
Oh, you heard the breeze?
Yep.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, I couldn't quite make it out.
Just a normal, calm breeze. All right, let's go upstairs then.
Yeah, was it calm or?
No, it was
strong?
like it was a very loud gale, which I think was what Justin was trying to get you to synthesize.
Let's do it.
I literally said, like, there's no way anyone up there could have heard what happened down here. That's what I said.
All right, so here's what I think. Tadias, don your shield.
Don't move as well with it, but okay.
Well, you don't want... No, it's just to get up the stairs in case they're waiting with arrows or something. You want
Anything you want me to do?
Stand behind the shield.
I got it.
Alright, do you guys want to split the party, or do you want to go up one set of stairs? Or...
Never split the party. I start walking up the left one.
I'm coming.
Yes, I get to go right. Wait a minute. Who else is going up right?
No one.
Give me that
We're not
sweet-
splitting the party.
Give me that.
Oh,
sweet-
I thought we were okay.
Wait, where's Valora? I moved her myself. Where is she actually going to be?
She'll be kind of be behind me.
Okay. Oh, delicious marching order. Okay. Stand by. I have to move you guys all weirdly. And
Who likes lightning bolts?
I am taking the dodge action.
Can I join in as well? Can I give, like, player
Take the-
inspiration?
You can't really take the dodge action outside of combat.
I can raise my shield. I am a shield master.
I wish they made an entirely different thing for this. It's so annoying.
For
I've
raising
seen
shield?
this map before.
They did. It's in Pathfinder.
No.
No.
I'm talking about the map.
The map he's talking about has, like, the upstairs in a spot.
Oh yeah, it's
all-
real bad.
It's in the corner. It's dumb. Plus, actually, you guys don't even fit where I need you to be, which is equally annoying. Okay, let me just make sure the dynamic lighting's working. Of course, you're like popping out. It's irritating. Okay, stand by,
Sitting by.
and I'll give you a scene setter. Gonna have to.
Do I have to stand up?
Nope. It's just an expression. All right, I moved Valora a little bit, so just when shit gets real. Okay, so as well.
You don't touch my kitty.
All of these. Oh, blimey. These things here. That's right. Oh, shift click. Do. So many dudes.
Oh, that's good. That's comforting to hear.
So many different dudes is the problem.
Even better.
And Mike, give you a token. Thank you. Alright, this is probably gonna be where we're gonna be most of the night, so might as well make it good. And then shift click.
Got all these dudes duding it up.
Yeah. And then gonna.
Oh, you got dude on me.
You got dude on me.
Do.
Oh fuck! I clicked out of the thing.
I mean, it is your duty.
Okay. Alright, so as you guys go up these stairs and you pass the wind soundproofing, you hear things. You hear a woman's voice sort of fade into your eardrums, and you hear, "Now do as I instruct. Kill the gnome and take the chimes. We cannot afford her to turn our soldiers. Yan Si Bin will not tolerate." And I'm going to bring you guys to the map again.
God, I gotta turn on the charm, right?
Yeah, dude, this is your time.
So you're like in a corner, and you're gonna have to like move around the dynamic lighting here to see anything. So just I'm basically giving you a free move action because it's essentially a cutscene of sorts.
What was the name of the god that she was?
She said
Yan
Yan Sibin, and it's spelled really weird. So I'll just type it out in a second.
That's fine.
You're behind curtains. And you see a bunch of dudes that are okay, so yeah, a free move action, not your entire movement, maybe like 15 feet.
I moved 5. My entire movement is 60.
I know. Okay. The stairs rise 20 feet into a spacious, 20-foot-high chamber containing a map of an ancient dwarven realm meticulously etched into the flagstone floor. At the far end of the table, a high throne atop a marble dais overlooks all, sitting upon which is the woman I described earlier, sitting upon is the source of the voice you heard earlier, a elven woman with black, silky hair with wings fanned out behind her. She has a spear at her side, and kneeling before her, you recognize and catch a whiff of Ashwic. But to set the scene further, peaked arcades, hung with gossamer sky blue curtains, run the length of the chamber on either side, which is what Tadias is behind right now. From behind these, a heady incense wafts and drifts around the room as if being pushed by a creature of air. So, when you guys make it up the stairs, are you guys just staying down on the stairs here? What's going on?
No, I stay behind the guys here.
Okay, so are you packed in the corner there? Is that your plan?
That's our only real option, isn't it?
No, you could move here if you want. Alright, well, you'll see them soon enough. Also, above the throne, but on the side of, or like on the wall, is a ornate-looking horn. So as you guys get up the stairs, and Tadias, as you sort of mount the last step, she says, "Oh, excellent timing. Ashwic, you great coward. You have your orders. Kill them now, or die trying. I'll even allow the use of the Vrock. Roll initiative."
Zachariel, I didn't have an opportunity.
Opportunity to what?
He wanted me to seduce the lady. He wanted me to play bard for a round of combat.
Well, maybe you still can.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, so
dude.
I need to roll
Good
some
dude.
initiatives here. Oh, he rolled low.
Yeah, he did roll low. No one else.
Let's see. I have something hidden. Oh. Oh, of course. Okay, hang on. I really wish Whisper Toggle was in.
Hum whispers to Zachariel. I'm scared.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
I whispered to him, I'm excited.
Yeah, but you're not the gnome.
Stand behind me.
Plan 2.
Better not roll for it.
If I die, Zachariel, don't let him get the chimes.
I'll eat them if I have to.
I thought you only snacked on unicorns.
We'll just cover it in space. It'll be fine.
I should have stole a shadow.
I should have healed.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to let you eat that error. So much. But not really.
I mean, I still have more health than everyone in the party.
It's true.
I'm at 78 out of 109.
Maybe you'll be fine. Don't worry about these guys too much. You'll see why.
They're like coffin fodder. I one-handed dude. 2 dudes.
Okay.
I mean, that's just one Delia turn away from being not there.
Music. Joy, thank you for bearing with me. Anyone else who might be watching this, thank you for bearing with me. I love you too. Okay, so my notes for this. Why would you do this to me? Okay.
You did this.
I did do this. Alright, so you hear those turns come and go, nothing happens. Hum, it's your turn.
Hum just reaches forward because she heard Zachariel lament about his not healing, and she casts Cure Wound.
Alright. Wow, nice.
This should help.
Oh boy.
Illyria! You definitely have to clear the stairway to do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there room for me, like, up here?
Yes. For the purposes of this, yes. You still can't see the throne from behind the curtains.
But I see all these guys.
You do see all those guys. They look fucked up and like they're kind of like moving around and like and they have like these dopey smiles on their faces.
I guess I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay.
First one here.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know.
I'm very confused about what you're doing, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Well, you said they're kind of dopey, like.
They sure are. Completely, mostly non-threatening. We'll find out.
So they know we're here.
You can't really tell if they know you're here or not. You did hear Arisi call you out, but these guys look kind of drugged up.
They look like unwilling participants.
You don't know. No, I mean like drugged up in a good way, like hookah. There's like a hookah on the ground over here.
They were getting lit.
They're getting
Oh!
The caterpillar.
They're turned up.
turned.
Ain't no party like an air cultist party.
That hookah is dank.
60 seconds. What are you doing?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Take a deep breath. It's okay. You're not under. It's not that big a deal, but combat.
I think because these guys are doped up and everything. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot because
All right.
they're gonna go after us anyways.
Okay. That's a hit. He did.
second one.
Okay. That's a hit. He did. Anything else?
I'm gonna kind of get back a little bit.
Okay. You kind of hide in the stairs.
Yeah.
Alright. Actually, fuck. I'm gonna just... Hold on. Damn, lighting. What am I doing? They can see you. At this point, you can see them. There we go. Well, some of you can see them. Alright. So you hear... And, you hear footsteps coming from, like... Doof, doof, doof. And, what the fuck just happened? Oh no, did I put on the wrong layer? I swear to God. No, I didn't. There we go. Okay. Coming into view is what definitely looks like a giant demon chicken. I will now show you the handout.
Demon chicken.
Oh, that's just foul.
It looked like that. Alright, so it comes out here, and, let's see, what's its speed? So it kind of jumps up, flaps in the air, and, wait, how much further can it move? Okay. And, it gets up to here, and just kind of stares down Zachriel and Tadias for a second. And it just kind of, like, readies a stance, because that's all it can do at this point. This turn comes and goes. Anyone that can see her sees this individual here move her hand back and start walking calmly. And that's all they do. And you see a horn that was on the wall, so I'm just gonna grab this, start to move toward her. This turn comes and goes. It's Ashwic. Alright, Ashwic stands up, moves over to here, and it looks at the air elemental, and you hear it cry out. Actually, let me double check my notes.
Where'd my encounter go?
Yes. Ashwic directs the air elemental and says, "Get the mage." And then he's going to cast a spell. So he is going to point, and this delicious clump here. He's going to cast his own special spell. And I need... It should not be a DC 11. Why the fuck is it doing that? Again. Casting ability. Oh. Roll it again. What? Hello? You guys there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Okay. Stand by. Loop. Alright. Well, that's freaking weird. Can you do that for me? Thank you. Roll every... Yes. All you guys need to roll a con save. DC 15.
Illyria and Valora need to roll con saves, please.
Does it delete Delia?
It does.
What kind?
Constitution saving throw, like it says.
Like I wouldn't be protected from being down the stairs a bit?
Nope. It spreads. It's like a fireball. It spreads around corners. Alright. So, Tadias and Illyria. Everyone takes this damage. The fire and poison. And if you fail the con save, you spend your next turn on the ground, retching and reeling as this nasty smoke enters your lungs. And that's Ashwic's turn.
Oh, should I do Valora too?
Yes.
I didn't do her yet.
You should.
Is it half damage on save or no?
Oh, yes, it's half damage on save. Sorry. Alright. That turn comes and goes. That turn comes and goes.
What's the total damage after everything?
5.
Did you roll twice? 5? Alright.
Yeah, I just taken the one that I rolled recently. Okay. Tobias, it's your turn. Act out retching for a second or two. Alright.
Make a save?
This turn comes and goes.
Oh, it's just the next turn, so that means...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Zachriel.
Alrighty. I'm gonna charge the demon chicken.
Yeah.
Charge right around him. I'm gonna knock this demon chicken prone.
Alright. Roll your...
Hit him in the back with the spikes and the shield and try and force him down.
Ooh. He did not roll well. Yeah. Go ahead and give your spiky damage.
I'm up. Alright.
Alright.
As I push it down, I look over my shoulder at the other two and was like, looks like we're having chicken tonight.
Ooh.
So it falls on the ground. That's a hit. 13 bludgeoning with a magic weapon. And that's a hit. Or 11 bludgeoning with a magic weapon.
I'll tell you what, on the second one, I'll burn a superiority die to do a goading.
For goading. Alright.
I'm gonna goat this chicken.
Hell yeah. Alright. Now, I forgot to say this on her turn, but she says this. Arisi down here says, servants! Attack these would-be, what's a good word for, what's a good posh word for, do-gooder?
Interloper?
Yeah, that's a good one. Stay these interlopers! So, this one's going to stand up and hustle.
Did you roll that wisdom save before you...
Oh,
it passes.
my bad. It is... This one starts to advance onto Dias. And, he tries to huck a dagger at him, but he has disadvantage because he is essentially poisoned. And also the range thing. So he hucks a,
Of all the people in here to attack me, the drunk one had to do it.
15.
That misses.
Alright. This one saunters over. Says, oh man, those guys had too much, as he stands here. I'm gonna get rid of that token. And he's going to huck a disadvantaged dagger at Hum, because he is drugged. In the good and bad way. 12.
Misses.
Alright. The air elemental, the corrupted lesser air elemental, zooms down to the stairs and is going to attack Delia. As soon as I get up a thing. Wham! 12 and 13.
No, the 12 misses, the 23 hits.
Alright, so 9 bludgeoning. Delia.
Alright, that's not gonna work. How's her carve feature work?
For what?
Hang on, I don't see it.
What feature? Oh, the carve feature. She can protect up an amount of creatures of her choice up to her intelligence modifier. So
does that include herself?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna cast Shatter and carve out Valora, Valeria, and herself.
Shatter?
So, yeah, she's gonna hit this thing with Shatter.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that would affect the Vrock too. So go ahead and key the spell, and I'll do the con saves. Ooh, that's pretty poopy. Oof. Okay.
And bonus action to tap the staff to cast Blade Ward.
Even with advantage, he fails. Oh wow, he doesn't have resistance to thunder. How about that?
Yeah, wizard.
Right. And let's see, the elemental. Roll a con save. He does not save also, and he is resistant to thunder, so that's 4 damage. Okay. All right.
Did you hear? I said bonus action Blade Ward.
Yes.
With the staff. Okay, that's it for her.
All right. Hum.
Hum is going to whip out the chimes and try to save this air element.
Okay. All right. The tendrils of dark energy inside this elemental starts to like fade a bit, and it slows, and you're confident that it's not going to do anything its next turn.
She shoves the chimes back in her shirt.
All right. Anything you're going to do with a bonus action or anything?
Not at this time.
Okay. Illyria.
Okay, so she is headed like east.
She got off the stairs. She's calmly, or off the throne, and she's calmly. Oh, was that an accident?
Oh, sorry. That was an accident.
Okay. And she's calmly walking this way, and this horn here is starting to move toward her through the air. She's kind of like, she has her hand behind her back, and she's just kind of like waving it along as it moves toward her.
I am going to cast silence around that.
Ooh! Okay, let me get a thing so we don't forget it. It's 20 feet, right?
Yes.
Holy shit, why is everything open? Oh my god. Okay. Blue circle, 20 feet. Pop. Big. Where's that? Actually, I think you can move it. Yeah. The room goes quiet.
Yeah, I think there.
Alright. That's your turn.
Yeah, that's only because that's all I can do.
Alright. Silence. Ooh. Good job. So, the rock kind of notices the silence here, and that's the demon chicken's name, and it kind of notices that it seemed like it was about to whirl back and maybe howl, but it kind of felt the silence happen, so it just kind of centers on Zachariel and is going to just peck him.
Miss.
And then slash at him with a talon. Oh, he doesn't have advantage, sorry. 14.
14 miss.
Alright. That's its turn. Alright. This dude is going to... Wait, yeah. This dude... Oh, wait, hang on. It's back. Alright. This dude is going to burst out from the curtains, look at Zachariel, move maybe another 10 feet to him, and is going to attack him with a dagger. As soon as I key the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Miss.
Alright.
Critical miss.
So... Let's see, what does a Siri do with that? A Risi do with that? Alright. She, The horn gets to her, and I'm just gonna delete the... Or I'm gonna hide the token now, so that it's not, like, in the waiver token. The horn gets to her, and she gets this very angry look on her face. Looks at Illyria, and keeps walking, points at her, and keeps walking. Gets to... I'm gonna round down. Gets to here. And, let's see. Anything here. And...
So did she attempt to blow on the horn when she was
She
up
did
there?
not. She got the horn. She recognized that the silence happens. She gave you a very mean look, pointed at you, and kept walking. And now, you feel sort of a rush of wind right next to you, and you're going to start taking some attacks. From what? You don't know. Uh, 25 to hit for 12 bludgeoning, and 25 to hit for 8 bludgeoning. I need you to roll con saves. And Hum and Tadias, you feel this too. Like you feel the, you don't feel the damage. You feel the rush of wind. Did you mark? I need you to roll Constitution saving throws, Illyria. Let's see.
How many?
2, so one more. That passes. That fails. The silence disappears. However, that was her action of Salt, so that's all it. This one bursts out from the gossamer curtains and chucks a dagger at Zachriel. Misses. Oh wait, hit. 19?
That is a hit.
Alright, 3 piercing. Ashwic. Man, nobody's hit Ashwic yet.
I haven't had a turn.
It's true. So he advances a little bit this way. Actually, he can't see you because of the curtains. Let's see. Yeah, so he is going to advance over to here. And,
How does he walk over there? What's his path?
it's a good question.
If he walked like
If it was
across,
it was a direct line, so does that go in your area?
he would have had to walk right through.
Okay, then he walked right through confidently. Roll with...
Yep, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, you had disadvantage.
Okay, well,
So you swing and you kind of can't find, like, your eyes and your hand-eye coordination doesn't seem to work for you. And you swing and miss. So I need Tadias, Hum, and Illyria, Alora, and Delia to make con saves again.
Last one was Valora.
Yeah. Hum?
Oh, you need me to?
Yeah.
look, I don't want to be that guy, but wouldn't it also hit the air elemental?
Air elemental is immune to poison.
Ah, yes. And
But not
debris.
fire. Good point. Let me do that. Alright, so you all save. Congrats. The air elemental does not, and it's going to take 5 fire damage. Alright. And he kind of growls at Hum. Looks at you meanly. This dude comes out of the gossamer curtains. Hucks a dagger at Zachriel with disadvantage. Doop, doop, doop. That's Ashwic. Y'all. Nope. Tadias, it's your turn. You have your turn.
Woot. And we're just gonna risk opportunity attacks to get in on this chicken. No, I won't get one. All right. All right, and just res your twice at the butt.
All right. That's a hit. That's a hit. 9. Are you gonna do your whatchamado?
Would you say his butt is a weak point?
You have his tail like sprang up with the pain, and it like It's quite exploited.
I'm gonna go
Blimey.
Monster Hunter on him and just try to cut the tail.
All right. That's a hit. You get a good cut in the tail, but you don't cut it off. I would have let you cut it off if it was a crit. All right. This thing is not looking good. Not looking good. Another cultist bursts out of the gossamer curtains. Hucks another dagger at Zachriel. Will he hit? We'll find out. Ooh, 4 piercing. And this guy also bursts out. Everyone's just piling on Zachriel. For 9 does not hit. That guy's dead. Get out of here. This guy bursts from the curtains as well, joins the party. Just daggers are flying through the air towards Zachriel, but they all skid along the floor, and they kind of like... One of them kind of tips over on this model of a city down here. 19? Zachriel, 19.
Fuck's sakes. Hits?
Yeah. That much damage. And it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna knock the Vrock prone again.
Alright.
Do what I do.
He's prone. Again. That's
That's probably a miss.
miss. That's a hit. 9 bludgeoning. Alright.
I'm gonna action surge.
Yeah! That's a hit. For 13 bludgeoning. That's another hit. 14. Alright, how do you do it? Describe killing the Vrock demon chicken monster.
I just kind of like... the first attack, I try to go for its throat, but it's a gangly creature, so I end up just sinking the shovel, kind of like where the wing meets the shoulder, and just push it down and down and down.
Alright.
Then I turn, and I look at all these guys, and I say, well, who was next?
Me! Says one of them as they come out and just charge you with a dagger. And miss. This one goes for Hum. Because I said so. But it makes a disadvantaged attack. Oh, 5 piercing.
Oh, ouch.
Alright. The air elemental does not act. Delia. She cannot see all of the people up here because she's all the way down there. And she hasn't moved up yet.
Yes.
But you can change that, maybe.
Is this still passive?
It's passive, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, she's gonna walk up.
Alright. It doesn't go for her.
This cultist, she is going to just kind of extend her hand out and do that.
That's a hit. Oh, he's fucking wimulated.
Then she pets Hum on the shoulder and 15. What's her movement? 20?
25.
25.
Yeah, she can't really get anywhere else, so she'll stay there.
Alright. Hum.
Hum is going to go pull out her crossbow, and she's going to use dual bolt.
On this guy? Not hearing you.
She'll move forward and hit this guy here.
Okay. You don't have a line of sight because you're behind the curtains.
Oh shit! Curtains.
Pay attention to the terrain.
I couldn't see because it was blacked out.
Ah. But now you do. Underneath the guy's legs.
Oh.
That's a miss, but you can go again. That hits. For 4 piercing. Man, your weapon damage is just...
Crap.
I don't know what the deal is. Alright. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
She had to use her bonus action for that dual bow.
Oh yes, Illyria. Illyria.
Yeah, oh gosh, I'm mad. I'm going to, yeah, get her with some arrows.
Ooh, okay.
I don't like that.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, it's already on you. You gonna shoot?
Yep.
Alright. That is a miss. As she extends her hand, and... Richard, yeah. She extends her hand, and using her reaction, she stops the bolt and just kind of blows it, and it twirls in the air and falls down. You still have your other attack. Hello?
I will, I guess, help these guys out, so I'll shoot at that one.
Okay. That's unfortunate. You're so taken aback by her utter stopping power that Illyria kind of shakes for a second. The Vrock is dead. To that, or Zachriel's going to take a disadvantage attack. 14 misses. And you watch as she goes to the stairs and descends down. And you have lost line of sight with her. This one advances on Zachriel. Dagger. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Disadvantage attack. Misses.
Miss.
Ashwic goes. Alright. So he has used that many. And he is going to... Let's see here. Yeah, he's gonna get... He sort of clambers through here. And he kind of like pushes the cult initiate and he says, "Worthless." And he just pushes his hands out. And I need Hum, Tadias, and Zachriel to make strength saving throws as this smoke, this very palpable smoke, spreads and grabs onto you. Alright, so Hum, you're gonna take the full brunt of this, unfortunately. And these guys are fucking dead. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, 10 feet. Yep. And where does she go? Where does she go? There it is. That's 18 necrotic damage. It's DC 15. So if you failed, you are going to not be able to take reactions until the next turn. And that's Ashwic's turn. Illyria is going to take some more attacks, seemingly out of nowhere, as the strange wind surrounds her. 22 to hit, and 23 to hit. Or 10 bludgeoning, and then 13 bludgeoning. And then you feel...
Sorry, 10 and what?
10 and 13. And then you feel wind sort of pass through you. And then it seems to disappear. This initiate here... Oops. This initiate here just kind of looks all bleary-eyed, but then he says, "For the queen! For the queen!" And he moves up to Zachriel, and he's going to attempt to attack him. 10. Dice, it's your turn.
What's suspending these curtains? Is it just a rock?
They're stone pillars and metal rods.
Alright, I want to kind of reach over and pull down the curtain and try to bash Ashwic in the face with it as an improvised weapon.
Okay, you have disadvantage because of his haze effect.
I still have +3 because of Zachriel, though.
You do.
Cool. Improvised. I'm going to improvise my improvised.
That's a miss.
Now I'm going to use
Yeah,
an
improvise, right, sorry. His AC is 16 for all future purposes. That unfortunately is a miss.
With the +3?
Oh, it is a hit.
Yeah.
So it's +2, by the way, but it's a hit. So 9 damage. You got it.
Alright. As a bonus action, because I hit him with an improvised weapon, I would like to grapple him.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Alright. So, in response to this, I'm just going to delete this token. Actually, no, I'll just move over here. He turns into smoke for a moment, moves over here, and then regains his corporeal form.
Aw, I was trying to catch him in the curtain. That was the goal. Alright. Well, I'm tired of that shenanigan. As the curtain kind of drops and he smokes over here, I throw the dagger around his...
Alright. That's a hit. Oh, wait, no, disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh, right. Roll again, roll again. Miss.
Miss.
Swoop.
Alright. This dude kind of scrambles over the body of this guy and tries to hit Zachro. 10. This guy moves through here and goes for Tadias.
How dare he?
How dare he? 16?
That will miss with the shield.
Alright. This one kind of runs, scrambles over the body, goes for Hum.
Who is looking battered and bloody?
7.
Misses.
Zachriel.
Alright, I'm really sick of all these little... Like, they're not doing anything. They're really annoying.
Well, fireball him.
As Zachriel? Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, Delia comes up again.
Oh, shit. Where is the thing gone?
The thing gone.
Personi?
It's in the items. All the descriptions and magic items.
Okay.
I wonder if it'd be possible to give you a link in your character sheet to that handout. I'll have to look into that.
Alright, I need to just look up the spell real quick.
Ooh, I think I have an idea of what you're planning, and it's ingenious.
Alright, I'm going to use Bones of the Earth.
Oh, that's not what I expected. Okay.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting Grasping Hand.
I was thinking Grasping Hand on Ashwic, but he can just turn into smoke.
Well, he already used his reaction. I mean...
No, I really want to pancake these guys.
Alright. Oh, I see what you're doing
also-
now. I get it now. Okay, I got it.
I'm also using it on Ashwic. So.
You got it. So, throw me the... Read it out for the class.
Read it out for the class. You create up to 6 pillars of stone that burst from places on the ground that you see within range. Each pillar is a cylinder that has a diameter of 5 feet up to 30 feet. Let's get to the good stuff.
Oh, this is going to be the good stuff. What's the save?
The save is... It's strength or dex based off, I guess, the item, so Sony.
Yes.
Which is 15.
Yes, okay. Alright, let me roll these guys. So, are you targeting all of the dudes next to Ashwic, or are you targeting anybody else?
Okay. Let me switch back. under this guy, under this guy, under Ashwic, under this guy, and under this guy.
You got it. So that's 4 cult rolls. Okay.
And I don't really have anywhere else but the other pillars, so I'll just fuck up this throne, I guess.
4. Okay. So they're poison, that's why. And then Ashwic. Sorry. Okay, so what's the damage for the... What's the damage?
66 bludgeoning.
Oh, you pancake them.
Yeah, they're ouchie.
They are... there's blood
And
going
the creature is restrained. Pinch between a pillar and an obstacle. The restrained creature can use an action to make a strength or dex save. To escape.
Roll the 66.
Okay.
They have 9 HP. You have to roll less than 9 on a 66.
It's possible.
Yeah, okay. So blood runs down the things, and Ashwic kind of looks around angrily, and you see a glint of fear in his eyes. Alright, no more cultists to deal with. Alright. Air Elemental's turn.
Do I get anything from Sony from pancaking cultists?
You get approval.
Hell yeah.
Air Elemental did not get pacified. So goes right through Illyria and attacks the mage as he had been directed. Slam. Ooh, 22. Or 10 bludgeoning, so that's 5 now. Another slam. 8. Misses. Delia.
Justin?
Justin?
Sorry, I keep muting so you guys don't have to hear me.
It
It'll be off for everyone.
It's appreciated.
Okay, so let me just count this. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Alright. She's had enough of this elemental. It's really interrupting the flow of her day. She's almost dead. She is going to fire a 4th level magic missile into the elemental.
Alright.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 missiles. Actually, I can just do this, right?
Yes.
Does that work?
That works. So that's 21 damage. It's very fucked up now. And anything else?
Well, she can't really move. It's just going to follow her. She's just going to stay there.
Alright, Hum.
Hum sees Ashwic right in her sights, so she's going to fire her crossbow.
Alright, disadvantage. That's a hit! For 8 piercing. Ah!
And that's her turn.
Okay. Kind of glares at you. And at the end of your turn, he raises his hand up, and Tadias needs you to make a con save. I've been forgetting his legendary actions the whole time.
That would be bad to deal with.
You save. So you see he raises his hand, and there's all of this gunky smoke flashes in your face, and you kind of you breathe a little bit of it in, and you duck around the worst parts, and it doesn't seem to leave you worse for wear. Illyria.
Okay, I guess I got this air elemental here, so I'm going to dagger it.
Alright.
Bloodlet dagger.
That is a hit. You don't get the fire damage, though, because it doesn't have blood. So 9 piercing and mundane. Alright. You gonna do it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Alright. That is a hit. That's a hit. For another 9 piercing. Alright, this thing is very fucked up. He's dead too. It's Ashwic's turn. What's Ashwic gonna do? Kind of looks between Zachriel and Tadias, and but still feeling a little bit good. He's going to spread his arms out again, and you're within 10 feet of him. Yep. So I need the three of you to make a strength save, as the smoky tendrils grab at you and forcefully enter your lungs. Dealing 24 hit points.
And Hum hits the ground.
Hum hits the ground. Alright. That's his turn. That guy's dead. Tadias, it's your turn.
Let's see. Do I have health potions? I think I have one.
Good time to use it.
It would be. I don't see it in my inventory, so I think I used it already.
Uh-oh. You used Healing Hand.
Yep. We're up. I think I'm just gonna full action medicine check Hum.
Alright. Hum is stable.
Bonus action, can I kind of pick her up, cradle her, and move her somewhere?
You'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, as long as it's me.
Alright.
I'll just kind of run around this side.
Oh, he doesn't have an attack of opportunity to take. So he just kind of glares at you.
I'll just kind of lean her against this pillar and get back in the next turn.
Alright. Zachriel, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to turn my attention to Ashwic. And I'm going to try and knock him prone.
Alright. It was his turn, so he uses his reaction to become smoke and move over here as you try to bash him with your shield.
I chase through.
You have disadvantage.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I can't miss any harder than that.
Nope.
That's it for me.
The air elemental is going to attack Delia. Miss, I think. 22. 9 bludgeoning, which is reduced by half. And it's Delia's turn.
Alright, still wanting to deal with the elemental that is fucking her up. Oh wait, hang on now. Your elemental attacked her for... Sorry, for 9?
Yeah, but resistance, so 4.
She gonna magic missile again, this time at 2nd level.
Alright. It is destroyed as it fades into nothing.
Then she'll run over to Hum. And just kind of sit there, I guess.
Okay. You are unconscious and stable.
I am.
Illyria.
Okay, I've never brought this Atosi's presence out before.
Nope, you haven't. You probably should have
So
named your
that's-
attack macro it. It probably would have helped you remember it existed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring it out.
Okay. I mean, you always have it out. It's your weapon, I'd imagine. It manifests in your hand every time you use it. That's what I've been picturing.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna do?
So I always have it when I use it.
Yes.
Jesus.
It's like in your soul. That was the cutscene that I wrote for you.
Soulbound.
Okay, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on Ashwic.
Okay. You cast it and then you do it, and if you hit, it activates. That's how it works. You gotta hit him. You have a disadvantage, like everyone else has. So roll again. Holy shit, you hit. So what happens?
I get to roll a 1d4.
Ah, yes. And he already took his reaction too, so he does not get to smoke out of this.
So I do the damage on this one, right?
Yeah, roll the damage.
And I roll 1d4?
So the 1d4, you add it to your spell save, so you cast a spell, right? You cast Ensnaring Strike?
Yeah, I was gonna use one of the Altosi's Fury as well.
Oh shit. Okay. So, I mean, you've already cast Ensnaring Strike, so Ensnaring Strike's gonna happen. So he needs to make that strength save, right? So go ahead and roll that spell.
Altosi's Fury, or?
You used Ensnaring Strike, right?
Oh, yes.
Please roll that spell. Like, key it from your spell sheet.
Why is it not coming up?
You might have forgotten to hit the cast at what level. Okay. You cast at level 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a d6. And then he needs to make a strength save. What's your spell save DC? It's 13? Okay.
13.
Okay. We're gonna get through this turn, I promise. He does not save, so he's ensnared. So he takes, so let's see, the 19 piercing already accounted for, the 2 piercing from the thing. Go ahead and roll the Altosi's Fury.
66.
66. Well, damn. Bounce. 12 damage. Ah! He starts breathing heavily. You still have another attack.
I'll shoot him with my bow.
Yeah. That, disadvantage, again.
He's ensnared, right?
He is ensnared. Oh, okay, so then, yeah, the 20 hits. You're correct, good sir. 18, okay. 2 arrows pierce into him. So, fear, genuine fear, is in his eyes, Zachriel, as you see how Illyria pierced him with 2 of these arrows with her keen, elven eye. He takes a look at you, and he starts to quake a little bit, and you watch as he starts to turn to smoke. Slowly, the vines, or not, the vines don't slowly, the vines kind of like fall to the floor and dissipate, but slowly he starts to move, and he gets to here. He actually triggers an opportunity attack. That is a hit.
I'm gonna make that a trip.
Gaseous form. He's smoke right now.
Right. Well.
10
Shit.
feet, resistance to non-magical.
Oh, this is magical damage. Roll the damage. All right.
Can I blind him while he's gaseous?
You can use a superiority die if you have them.
I mean, I have them, yeah.
Blind. That's a good question. Advantage on Mystic Cloud. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about not being blinded. So, all right. Do you remember when you used Burning Hands on the water cultist when it was turning into water? So the same thing happens here. As you see Ashwic, his face kind of comes through the smoke and contorts, and he cries out in anguish as his form starts to disappear, and then some other cool shit happens. So let me change the musics here. We're out of initiative.
Hey, we did it.
So, as Ashwic's body turns to, it's already wisps of dust. So, the wisps of dust dissipate into the air. His clothes fall to the floor, like they kind of what's the word? It starts with a C.
Animate?
No, it starts with a C.
Corporealize?
Yes, corporealize. Fall to the floor in a heap, and you hear a jingle of coinage. And the smoke clears, revealing a orb-like object. The orb seems to contain flame and churning winds wreathed in the same black smoke. It floats in the air. And I'm going to use Ashwic as a thing here. It starts to gravitate toward Zachariel. Then it moves past Zachariel. And it ends up between him and Hum. I'm going to remove the dynamic lighting here. There we go. And it kind of floats there. Between these curtains.
I kind of tap Hum on the face to try to wake her up.
So this is important. So just roll another medicine check.
Okay.
To resuscitate.
Yeah.
Okay, eventually you resuscitate her.
Okay.
It was one of those things. Hum, you are awake with 1 hit point. Before you see this strange orb that I just described. And you can see... Sorry, wait, one more. You can see Zachariel through the now very much torn apart gossamer curtains.
So, Hum uses Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
And then she takes out the chimes and just rings them at the...
Interesting. Well, what happens is it kind of warbles a little bit, but nothing else of note seems to happen. That's an interesting idea, though.
What do you think it is? Oh, by the way, thanks.
Yeah, I got you.
And I you.
Zachariel, do you move anywhere?
I mean, I'm looking at the orb.
Okay, I'm just asking, like, if you move, let me know.
Yeah, I'll move. I kind of want to walk around this. It's like a mural, or is it like a...
On the ground?
Yeah.
It looks like the model of an old city, and it's sort of flush with the floor.
Oh, okay.
The orb, by the way, is like a foot in diameter. I'm going to get rid of the Ashwic token. Don't need that anymore. And as you move, it starts to follow Zachariel, but it seems to stay equidistant between him and Hum.
Hum just starts following the orb.
You notice as you follow the orb, it stays equidistant between you and Zachriel. Delia kind of watches this, gives a side eye to Dias, kind of raises an eyebrow. What do you think it is?
Can I see your chimes real quickly?
Yeah. Hum reaches in her shirt and hesitantly hands the chimes over to Dias.
I kind of start walking this direction to see if it moves with me now.
It does not.
Delia
kind of makes a sound herself.
Definitely you two.
Alright, I'm just gonna do what everybody's thinking.
Are you gonna touch it?
Don't touch the thing!
I touched the thing.
Oh no!
You touch the thing and you can feel sort of like it's trying to enter you, but you feel relatively certain that you need to accept it for it to work. You feel this sort of sense of familiarity from the flame, but another sort of energy, which is the air.
Is it wise to keep touching it?
No, it seems to want to enter, but you have to...
But
feels
the
like it needs
thing
permission.
That was Ashwic, wouldn't it cause the same in you?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
Delia kind of pipes up and she says, I'm not sure it's exactly like that.
I'm thinking it's just because Ashwic was a dick. It doesn't have anything to do with the orb. And Hum kind of touches it too.
You feel the same kind of like power attempt to enter you, but you feel that you need to consent to it.
What if we
And
both
she does
consent
not.
at the same time?
You're gonna have to roll charisma checks.
Can I three-way this orb?
Not three-way the orb.
Touch.
It's like Disney Shiloh. You have to be like Shiloh or whatever.
What do I see when I look in the orb?
What I described. It just looks like motes of fire and air inside of this orb that's contained with smoke. You can roll a history check if you'd like to see if Zachriel knows anything, if this reminds him of anything.
I would like to do that.
All right, then you can too, Tadias.
Oh, sure.
I was thinking maybe Delia would maybe know something.
Of course.
Tadias, in your studies of in your studies of certain lore, you've come across readings that talk about the elemental planes and how between some of them there are para-elemental planes. In this case, you remember the para-elemental plane of smoke, which lies between air and fire.
Okay, so I think the orb is from there?
You get the idea that it's likely, as these planes aren't exactly stable.
It's... I kind of just give them the basics information, and my 2 cents of it is it's trying to merge with you. Maybe it wants into the Primordial plane.
You guys, I wonder if this is what he used to go through that fire portal. If this is the object that let him pass through.
That's interesting. What do you think, Zachriel? Should we both accept it at the same time? I know I'm worried about that smell that Ashwic had. Oof.
Looking at this, you don't smell like the smell of burning meat as much as it is the sort of smoky smell of kind of like ozone-y, kind of woody, but not as much fleshy burning.
More like campfire?
Yeah, a little bit. Campfire and a bit of ozone, like from lightning.
What if this is another instrument of sorts?
Oh, by the way, Lyria, take inspiration.
But I never used my inspiration from last time.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I keep forgetting about that.
Well, if Illyria is right, we're going to need it to go through that portal. But who would be best to use it to go through the portal?
Well, I wouldn't want you there by wherever it goes. I wouldn't want you there all by yourself,
I'm wondering if we should all grasp hands and touch it at the same time.
Alright.
Maybe.
Delia's gonna walk over to this thing. She's not here in mind, but she's here in spirit.
Yeah.
She wants to try and ascertain what sort of if this is magical, what sort of
Okay, I was gonna do this anyway. So she does. She sort of recognizes what the arcane energy here is after studying it for a while. After you guys are, talking around it, and she says, "Well, based on how it's moving, I think that it can only really be accepted by one person. And this might be a retcon from Mike. I'm not sure, but I thought I mentioned this. She says, and I think that Harold mentioned that he took a couple of people with him through the portal."
Well, there you go.
So whoever of us takes it just needs to be the guide, I guess.
Probably all join hands on our way through the portal.
She shrugs.
Well, let's look at it this way. I feel like the smoke would be, although it could be nice for your performances, it could mess up your voice, your lungs.
And would this would be in you forever, wouldn't it? Until you're dead, like
There might be some way to dispel
do
it,
it.
she says. But we need it now, at least. I feel like there's something more to it, too, besides there being a key.
I just feel like it's too dangerous for you, Zachariel. You have a family. I'll take.
Oh, no, now we're worried about the family. Okay, right.
Some take it?
Walks up and doesn't give anybody a chance.
I hold it
just
over her head.
takes it and accepts it.
You can't really grab it like that. Do you actually do that, or was that a joke? We're all trying not to talk over each other. Does Hum take the orb?
Yes.
Alright, Hum, you touch the orb and you accept it. It moves into your body, and for a moment you feel very, very hot and dry, and it's very uncomfortable. But then, after a moment or two, you sort of kind of feel normal. No smoke comes off of you, except for just the tiniest itty-bitty wisp that comes out of your nose.
Well, how are you feeling, Hum? Are you okay?
I'm smoking hot.
Ooh, you should see if you can still sing.
Roll performance check.
Hum pulls her lute out and plays a little ditty.
Perfect. Doesn't sound any different.
Look, I'm not broken.
Sweet.
Alright, so I need to actually do a copy-paste job real quick. This is a very good spot to end the session. But let me... that text because it doesn't make sense.
Do the chimes do anything when she does that?
you feel a sense of it's not negative. It's more like acknowledgement, and you kind of the emotion you get is like this is a tool for us to use. Actually, type that out.
Oh,
Okay. Save changes. So there's no cool art for this, but I'll just read it out. Ashwic's Boon. You can freely enter the fire temple from the air temple and vice versa with... Sorry, this shouldn't be an or. With up to 6 creatures of your choice, and you can cast Haze as a bonus action on yourself, at will, 2 times between long rests.
you smoky.
Smoky! Alright. And, Ashwic has been defeated.
About fucking time.
About fucking time. So...
Wasn't for lack of trying either.
Was not for lack of trying. He
The
tried
chimes are a little bit safer now.
He tried to get away, but Zachariel did not let that happen, and I think that is where we'll end tonight's session. And let me cue us off before we have a chat. Thanks for watching, Joy. This episode's all weird, but yeah. A little extra long, too. Good night.
Bye, Joy!
Bye, Joy.